Hey, anybody in the stream? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm just getting back up on a new computer and still about 15, 20 minutes away from starting tonight, but trying to make sure that things are working as planned. So if anybody jumps in the stream and you hear me, do me a favor and just type a quick note to me and say hi. Thanks. Everyone, so we're just kind of getting set up. Like I said, my computer's been down, so this is a brand new computer. I set everything up again last night, re-downloaded everything, connected all the sounds, Sirenscape. So hopefully it all goes as planned. But we're in Princess of the Apocalypse, and this is our third session. They just finished the temple, or sorry, the Tomb of Moving Stones. They killed the Earth Priest, but they got a little note from the Earth Priest that directed him to Fethergale's Spire, and I think they're going to check out Bellard today. They had a couple of rumors that are leading him to Bellard as being one of the last places for the delegation, so I think they're going to go there next. Got a lot of sounds that are set to trigger in Sirenscape, so if you see certain text in chat, things like bless. So if you look at this, it's set to anytime it shows the word effect and bless in chat, you should hear that sound being triggered automatically in Sirenscape. So these are all the commands I've set up. So if the character casts acid splash or actually I need to set up rage. That's a fun one. I might do that while I'm waiting for them to get ready. Let's see. That's the barbarian. That's new. So there it is. You see, I just hit cast, and he just made a little funny little sound. So I got a fair number of sounds set up. I don't have any mini boards set up for them yet, but I might at some point, so they could trigger their own sounds. But for now, I've got some other sounds that I can. All these I can trigger myself as well, so I might play around with that later on. Oops, sorry. Didn't need to push to talk to that. Is anybody out there right now? So that was a natural one. If I remember to do it, I can trigger some of these sounds, any of these sounds myself. So that's natural 1. Here's natural 20. So again, these are ones that I'm triggering. So it's pretty fun. And then I've got a silence button if I forget, and I put on an ambiance that I don't want on, like Village, that'll just keep playing, and it's not a one shot. I can hit silence and it'll clear everything. So it's pretty cool stuff. So if you guys haven't checked out the Sirenscape integration, I would encourage you to do so. Put this up here. So let's see if it'll open that way when I reopen it. Good. So yeah, we should be starting in about 10 minutes. They're gonna probably travel up the Red Larch path here and head towards Beliard down here. So I got a cool picture of the stone bridge that I'm going to show them if they do head that way. I think I put it down here, so I'll share that with them. I think that's a
Hello?
real. Hey there.
Hey, Blake's on his way back from the store. We got him. I don't know if you might have heard. We got him a car, this week,
Okay.
and it's got the ignition. It's an '04 Jeep Liberty, and the ignition. It's got like how like the older cars. It has three different kind of slots. You have turn it all the way up to turn the ignition over. You have the middle, which is where you get your key back, and then you can actually crank it backwards to just turn on the battery. But
Okay.
if it's in the backwards section, it won't give you your key. So he just went to the store. I mean, he's driven it I think, a couple times, but I think he can't get his key out. So I think what he's doing is he's cranking it too far back, and so he called. He was kind of concerned. He's like, I can't get the key out of the ignition. So he's supposed to pull up here in just a minute, so I'm going to show him real quick what we're talking about with the different slots on the ignition so he knows how to get his key out.
Yeah, no problem.
He should be here literally any second, actually, so he just went down the road. He actually went by Noah's place to the Safeway across from where Noah lives.
Nice.
About a 5-minute drive, and he texted a few minutes ago that he was in the car on the way home, so.
Cool.
Here soon. Gosh, I have the damn Carney and Wendy Wilson "Hey Santa" song stuck in my head. It was
Don't you dare get something stuck in my head like that.
it was like the last song in the car I heard after work.
Nice.
It's the season.
Yes, it is.
So, you guys looking forward to the Christmas party?
We are. Yeah. It's. I can't believe it's in a week, but
I know, it's so soon.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Nikki feeling better? She'll be able to make it?
Oh yeah. She's doing good.
Good. Good, good, good. We can give her our condolences for the what not dead. You killed her.
I know. Maybe we'll have to rewrite that.
Yeah, we should probably rewrite that. Cole said she just got kidnapped.
Now you guys didn't get booted out, did you? Noah got kicked out, but he's coming back in. That's weird.
No, I actually closed it to make sure that I had the latest updates.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Good.
Cole's getting logged in now. You know what's funny is after we came home for lunch to get the chicken breast kind of prepared for dinner, and we looked around for notes, and she's like, "No, I'm pretty sure I just left my notes in Fantasy Grounds, which obviously we can't access unless the server's up."
Right.
So we're like, "Okay, well that's that." So then we get back home from work at the end of the day, and she finds all these Post-its where she wrote down all of her notes.
Oh, awesome.
I'm like, well, that, would have been cool to find earlier, but it didn't really change anything anyway. It was just...
Yeah, like I said, I think the main thing was you guys had two locations. You had kind of the general area where the Feathergale Spire is, but Bellard you've heard a couple times, so yeah, I don't think there was much else.
Well, I think what we had decided was we was going to march up the Larch Path towards the Stone Bridge, and of course, if something comes up between here and there that requires our attention to go elsewhere, then so be it. But remember, that's what we had decided at our last in-person session. And then all of a sudden there was a hole in the middle of town, and we got stuck there for a while. So.
Yep.
It's. Yeah, that goes over. Yeah, there. Yep. Well, Minnesota took the early lead with a field goal.
Okay.
3-0.
Yes, I don't think I told you Fantasy Grounds had this huge sale over the Thanksgiving holiday, like whatever Cyber
Mm-hmm.
Monday, and so
Black Friday. Yeah.
I picked up Tomb of Beasts. I picked up all sorts of junk. I mean, not junk, but stuff that I don't know when I'm going to use it, but it looks cool. So now I've got the Monster Manual, I've got the Tomb of Beasts, and then I've got Volo's Guide to Monsters. So if we have a random encounter, I could actually pull from any of those.
Nice.
It's like 600 monsters or something. That's crazy.
Holy cow. Have you, I guess I probably shouldn't ask about for Prince of the Apocalypse, but with the stuff you've acquired and ran with other people, have you ran into any monsters who have the benefit of their lair? I think they're like epic monsters, maybe, or
No, I haven't. I mean, and actually, that's the one thing I don't have. I mean, I do have monsters that have those layer actions and things, and
yeah.
just I'm not giving you any spoiler. I mean, you might run into those in Princess of the Apocalypse, but
Okay.
I haven't run into any because the games that I've been running have been pretty low level.
Sure. Yeah, that definitely is not like first level stuff. I mean, from what I've seen and read from other people's adventures, that's like some later game stuff. But
yeah, and Rob just finished last week. He finished running Princess of the Apocalypse, and I'm trying to remember. He's going to probably jump into our chat for a little bit because he has a game tonight, but I think it's not until 8:30 our time. But I'm pretty sure they got to 12th level or something. So that's pretty crazy.
That is pretty. That's high up there.
Yeah, I mean we're at third, and you guys will probably hit fourth before too long, and you start really getting some access to some pretty cool stuff. Beer.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he said that the icons, when he had to go through the computer swap, that some of the icons changed. But oh damn, her Fantasy Grounds keeps posing up her computer.
I wonder if she just needs the updates.
Yeah, maybe close out. He said you might need the updates. Yeah, it didn't prompt her for updates, but maybe you could click the check for updates. Be sure.
Yeah, that's weird because now it shows her connected, but
yeah, she's connected, but it's like every time she clicks on something, it like says Fantasy Grounds is not responding. It says press cancel to wait for program or close to exit.
Let me know if she keeps having a problem. There's probably one other thing I can suggest, but I would try the updating thing first.
Yeah, it also keeps trying to go full screen on her.
That's weird. I don't know. That does sound like she needs to update.
Yeah, I would just.
And I think the other thing before you even load anything, I think there's a little icon. Bless you. I think there's a little. Wow. She's allergic to me.
Bless you. My.
He said, "Wow."
She's allergic to me talking. So in the top right, when you first launch Fantasy Grounds, I think there's like a little nuke cache button or something, and you might want to try that. That works for people sometimes.
Okay. Stop talking, Alan.
I know.
she's sneezing. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do while she goes.
It's good beer. That's it's from Stone Brewing out of San Diego.
Real quick
Eric
and then check for updates because
highly recommend it.
Her other applications are little slow.
Okay, just let me know. So Noah, did I get the right pictures for Flurvin and Darvik, or was I at least close?
You nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Blake should be getting here soon. I wanted to show him his key thing.
So anybody in the stream at 7 o'clock, we're still just kind of getting set up. My computer was down, so this is a brand new computer. Just got the stream up, so we're just getting everybody reset up. We should be good to go in about another 5
Noah, do you have
minutes.
Ezekiel Elliott in tonight?
I think so.
Well, he just ripped off about a 50-yard run, so you should be happy.
That's my boy.
Oh, there's a flag. I bet there's holding in the backfield. Freaking jackasses.
Are you serious? Or are you kidding him?
No, I'm serious. He literally just ripped off a 50-yard run, and they just threw a flag for holding on Dallas, so it's all coming back.
That's the end of that. Yeah, big sigh.
He'll do it again, I'm sure, many times tonight.
Let's
You
hope
still have
not.
that snarling kobold sound?
Where'd it go? Oh no, it's not working. That worked, but the kobold didn't. That's interesting. Huh. The kobold sound's not working.
Uh-oh. That could be a problem.
I wonder if it's just Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I haven't checked all these because these are all old sounds I've had from other campaigns. So I wonder if just a few of them aren't quite tied together. I don't know, but that's weird.
That's too bad. I have fond memories of those kobolds.
I know.
Ew. There's one.
That's not bad.
That was a werewolf. That's weird. Yeah, I wonder
Oh,
why
okay.
that one is not working. Just it's kind of like it's just that one. I might not have downloaded every pack either. I thought I did, but maybe not.
All right. Give me just a second. Blake just got back.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Right back.
So yeah, stream. I don't think anybody's in there yet, and I'll try to clip this off before I upload it. But at least for the highlights, if I can do that. But we should be ready to roll in about 5 minutes. I think my friend Rob is going to be jumping on in a little bit. He's got a game tonight, but I think he was going to stop by to say hi, hopefully. So everybody's at third level. I probably need to update my Twitch and let you guys see some of those characters, but I think there should be a command that hopefully is active in DeepBot that you can take a look at the characters. I'm going to go check that out and see if that is open. Looks like it's enabled. So hopefully you hit exclamation point, POTA, all caps, and then players, and should give you a brief review of who the players are. Ooh, I almost closed that. That would not have been a good thing. Oh, I'm so happy that hopefully everything seems to be, knock on wood, working pretty well here and all set. Yeah, there's a little red larch sound for you, a little town sound. Turn it off, but just trying to see if some of these are working. I guess my silent sound isn't working. That's not so good. Must not be a one shot. So I'm just trying to look up some sounds while I'm waiting for people. Where's the kobold scream? About silence. Still trying to find kobold scream. It's a beauty. Let's see it. It's a mood, so it's not a one shot. Let's go that sounds alphabetical. Kobold. Kobold archers, kobold battle. Is it kobold battle? I don't think it's this one, but I'm going to try it. It's kobolds.
User joined your channel.
Oh man, that's some tribal kobold music there.
Yeah.
I think that's kobold opera.
I know, I was trying to find some stuff, but I couldn't find it. Some of them, some of these old sounds are working, some aren't, so I'm going to have to redo them all next time.
I thought it was some Phantom of the Kobold.
I know, it's kind of neat. So did you guys figure out the starting thing?
Hello?
There she is.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so far she's okay. Let's see what happens here.
Did she have any updates to do or anything?
No, I checked for updates and it didn't apply any, but I think rebooting the computer might have helped because she seems to be. It's not locking up on her. It already locked up at this point before, so seems like she's doing okay now.
And I don't think I found the right picture. I know I didn't for Enna, but
That's okay.
what did she look like? Do you remember?
I'm about to change it right now.
Oh, good. If you can do it, great. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Wait. Did you see it?
I see like a bow and it's like a white hair.
Oh, yes. That's me.
Nice.
The green hair was cool.
Yeah. Now, was this you last time? I don't remember that being you last time. Was that right?
No. I found this and I added it to my folder.
Oh, cool.
She has a dog with her. It's not a cat, but it's a dog.
Nice. Oh, okay. You guys are going to have to remind me. I had to put the layers on so that we could use the locations in case you're back in Red Larch. So I got to remember that I've got 3 different layers to the maps again. All right. So is everybody on?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So I think so last time you guys were in Red Larch, and I think Jason, like you said, let me share the map again, the big map. So this is the map of the Desserin Valley. And I think you guys had talked about kind of heading up the Red Larch or the Larch Path, and kind of towards the Stone Bridge and making your way over to Bellard.
Yeah.
Okay. And anything else you guys want to stock up on before you go, or are you pretty well provisioned? Do you think you want to? We definitely will. Every time we take a long rest or we go through a full day of travel, I'm going to have you guys check off a ration.
I think where did we put all our stuff? Was it like in inventory tab? Like
Let me look at
groups?
the party sheet. You guys should be able to open that and look at inventory. Yeah, it looks like there's some rations, a bedroll, actually quite a bit of rations. So,
Yeah, that's what it. I know we put it somewhere. We were just going to share it.
and if you guys want to drag anything onto your own characters, you can. Like if there's certain stuff that each of you wants, but you have a couple tents, you've got 10 torches. So yeah, you can look at that in the party sheet inventory tab.
So it's probably safe to assume that the party sheet inventory will not be available to us. Like,
Probably say to the extent you guys can pull stuff onto your own character sheet. I mean, if there's a few things that we want to leave in here, I'm fine with that. I mean, but I think let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything.
like the tents, we should probably pull out. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that'd probably be good on somebody's character sheet.
And whoever needs, I think. Gosh, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't need a tent because I don't need much sleep.
I can't remember who we bought the tents for in the bedroll. No,
I have a
Democos.
bedroll. I can sleep outside.
Yeah.
Barbar has a bedroll. Democos does not have a bedroll or a tent. Maybe he can grab.
Right now I have 5 rations.
Yeah, I'm good on rations.
But what about our horses?
Yeah, I remember some of the stuff we wanted to have the horses carry. How do we go about doing that?
I mean, I think we can. I don't know if you can buy saddlebags, but we can. You can put some of the stuff I would say in saddlebags, and I'm fine saying that you can put some of the rations and things like that. The smaller items you can certainly put on just over them and still ride the horses.
And am I remembering right? I thought we bought a ton of food for the horses too at one point.
Yeah, I thought we did.
I thought you
And
bought
also,
something.
yeah, I think you bought Nebula like some steaks or some
Right,
meat.
but then when we got the horses, we were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to feed them, and how
Right.
much is that gonna take?" And I thought we bought a bunch, but I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking back again. I don't see anything on the inventory. Hmm. Yeah, I don't remember. I should remember that, but I don't remember what you guys did with the ration. I know you got the food for Nebula, but that's all I remember.
Where is that at?
I'm not seeing that.
Well, I know we talked about you guys bought her steaks, but I don't know if you put it on anybody's character sheet or not.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I just dragged it in anywhere.
Yeah, because we bought it from the butcher here in the town that we're in.
Right. I'm kind of flipping through the party inventory.
Yeah, I don't see it in anyone's inventory. At least if it's just called steak.
Well, I'm fine. Like I said, with her, I think she can definitely scavenge for food on the journey, and I think for the horses, I mean, what are rations like? Is it a gold piece for a ration?
Well, that might be why we uh five silver pieces for one ration.
5 silver pieces. Okay. That might buy
it
weight.
may
Yeah.
be why we bought so many rations. I'm trying to remember.
Because
The horses?
There's
Yeah.
27 unassigned right now.
Right.
in the
That's what I was
parcel.
looking at.
Yeah. I don't know if we bought rations to feed the horses, or did we actually buy horse feed, or did we talk about buying horse feed and never did it?
I mean, I'm fine for now saying that we can use the rations, and I can figure something out before the next adventure or the next session to see what we need. But we'll just say
Yeah.
they can eat some of your rations and be fine.
Okay.
Work.
All right. So one thing I mentioned to Jason that I'll mention to Cole and Noah, the 5e rules don't say a lot about what horse travel, what you can do, other than you can actually like push them and travel faster, but then they run out of gas and you've got to get new horses or what have you. So instead of saying that you can do 8 miles a day or 24 miles a day, I'm going to say with the horses you can do 32. So each hex is 4 miles. So if you kind of do the math from Red Larch and then maybe over the Stone Bridge into Beliard, it's probably going to be about a day and a half, or maybe a little less than a day and a half.
Cool.
So is there anything else you guys want to do, or do it like I'm going to get a token teed up to kind of show you guys on the map, but otherwise we can kind of head out on the way to Beliard.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Full steam ahead.
All right, I'm going to grab a token to put on here.
How do you... The hex.
What was that?
No, it's just something I read before about hexes being like, I think it depends on the size of the map, but I've seen hexes
Up
be
here.
different sizes and stuff. Oh, 10 miles, yeah.
Yeah, what happened was in the original adventure it was 10 miles, and then I think they subsequently corrected it to 4 because
okay.
this would be such a huge journey.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what I've read. So I'm going to go with 4
Yeah.
per hex, which is what the book. I actually have the book in front of me, and that's what that says.
Cool.
All right. So I'll say that you guys head out in the morning, and again, so each hex is going to be 4 miles, and you can do 32, so 8 hexes in a day. So do me a favor, and Jason, roll me a d20 in the tower.
With Demakos?
Sure. Yeah, sorry. That's, yeah. Okay, hold on.
Anything like Demakos' typical rolls, it's probably like 1 to a 3.
All right, stand by 1 sec.
We're all dead.
Nice. Okay, so as you guys are heading up the path, you see 4 of these strange-looking. They're humanoid type, but I'm going to show you what they look like. So this is what they look like. And I don't know that any of you have seen these type of creatures before, but they're just off the path. So you guys are walking on Larch Path, and they don't necessarily see you. You kind of see them off to the right of the path as you're kind of walking on Larch Path. So you don't necessarily need to engage or do anything with them, but you do see them kind of walking off, like I said, a little bit off the beaten path.
I'm of the mind to just keep on walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. We'll do.
You look neat though, but
They do look cool.
they also look like.
Was trying to give them a chance
Rip our faces off.
to figure out some more interesting stuff. So, all right. So let's see. How about let's do Demakos. Let's do Enna roll a d20 in chat for me.
Okay.
Or I should say in the tower.
In the tower. Yeah, that's where I was heading.
Okay. All right. So let's see. It's been let's see. That's 2, 4. It's about midday. So you guys, are kind of walking down the path, and it's about midday. Keep heading up the path, and Flurvin, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Probably did. Past that air spire.
Okay. uneventful, and you
Snooze
get
trip.
just what'd you say?
So it's a snooze trip.
Nice. You get just outside of the stone bridge, and it's getting pretty dark. You guys have been traveling for most of the day, so it's nightfall. It's probably a good time to make camp. You're kind of right at the juncture between the stone trail and large path, and you're about a few miles outside of the stone bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
That's our cue to batten down the hatches for the night.
I would think so. I mean, you guys could certainly walk through or go through the night if you want, but it's probably a good time to sit down for the night. But it's up to you all.
Yeah, I think we should get some rest.
Yeah, let's make camp.
So Barbar has a hunting trap, and I think Inna might.
Yeah.
Maybe we might want to consider setting these.
Yeah.
At least the ones we have, we could set around our camp to
Okay.
help protect us.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that
I do
possible?
have one.
Yeah, that's fine. So you
Okay.
guys can set those out.
And so, how does that work as far as inventory goes? If we're able to recover them in the morning, do we get to have them back, or?
Yeah, you do. You do.
Okay.
So you guys are starting the fire and kind of making camp.
Cool.
So what do you want the watch order to be?
Barbar can watch first.
Well, I don't need much sleep, so
Okay.
I can watch. I'm not damaged, I don't think. We got healed, didn't we?
I think we all rested up last time.
Okay.
You guys should be good.
Okay.
All right, then.
I'll stay up.
Okay.
Okay. So Barbar's takes the first watch, and it's uneventful. Who's on second watch?
I am.
Okay. You hear some owls. So let's see. But you might also have something else. Give me a sec.
Uh-oh.
Nebula's up with me as well.
Nice. Throw that in there real quick.
All right, and you do see something. So give me 1 second to get this set up.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to find a little map here. I'll see if I can get you guys a picture while I'm putting this together. So I'm putting a little map together. You see one of these guys come barreling in at you.
That's an owlbear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
They are mean. If I remember correctly.
Does it like schnackies?
Let's see.
Sure hope so.
All right.
Kind of girthy.
These map aren't set up yet. Shoot.
Did we call it Fluffy?
Tame beasts.
I can.
Should know a little more about this creature to know if it can be tamed.
Oh, these are large. That's right. That's why they're getting so big. I'm going to have to put you guys on the map, so hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to get the rest of you on the map. Snoozing.
Time
I
that
think I've got him on the right layer.
they need a wake-up call. Maybe.
All right. So let me actually. I got to put this guy in the combat tracker. I got to make sure I put him in right. So give me a sec.
Huge.
He is, but I got to throw him on the combat tracker first. Okay, so everyone roll initiative, although Enna's the only one that's going to be able to act right now. Or, and I guess I'll say Nebula's probably relatively awake too, but so you can, so the rest of you can roll. But right now I'm going to see who's first between the Owlbear and Enna.
Okay. So initiative, that's the first main tab.
Yep.
Right?
Yep,
Okay.
it is.
That was. Did that count?
Clearly, we were all asleep.
I didn't see. I don't see
Okay.
Enna's yet.
Darvik rolled over and went back to bed.
Nice.
Man.
So Enna, I might have to pull you back in the combat tracker. It's not. Oh, you know what? It says intelligence check. I'm not seeing your initiative.
Oh, I thought I rolled.
It should be on the
No,
middle
that's
of your main
intelligence.
tab.
Over in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, right there you go.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
That's
good.
excellent roll. All right, so this guy is huge. I mean, and he is. I mean, he just lets out this ear-piercing screech that just, it echoes throughout the night. So first I'm going to let him go, and then Enna, and then we'll go into initiative because everyone's waking up by the sound of this guy who's just has this ear-piercing shriek. So he heads towards Enna, and he attacks with his beak first. Like how I said first?
First.
Let me make sure I target her. I'm out of practice. It's been a while. All right, targeted. So his beak, it tears into Enna.
Oh.
And does 15 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
So
shite.
it's probably good that I only did one of these and not two. So and his second attack is a claw attack.
I don't like Fluffy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Time for Fluffy to take a dirt nap.
And he swings with his claw.
Got Enna?
Yep, he reaches out and he misses.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to pass this to Enna. So Enna, you are up.
Going to, of course, attack him.
Sassy, boss.
I'm going to use short sword.
Okay. Now you hit. So before you do anything, let's just check. Since it's been a while, do you get any kind of do you have any special things with your attacks right now, or it doesn't look like it? You have archery as your main feat, so okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
So
so go ahead.
Damage?
Yep, go ahead and roll your damage. And you slice him, and he screeches a little bit, and he brushes it off. It doesn't seem too affected.
Was like the most damage you could have done.
Wake up, guys! It's an owlbear!
Now,
Fluffy's here!
Now, Enna, do you usually have two weapons in your hand or one? I don't recall if you do two short swords and get
No,
to
it's just one.
Okay. One thing to keep in mind, I think you know this, but remember that if you're not using your longbow in the future, you can equip. It looks like you have two short swords in inventory. You can equip one in each hand, and your offhand just doesn't get the damage bonus.
Okay.
So we can code that later, but so anyway, something to keep in mind that you can actually wield two weapons.
Yeah, I'll make sure we equip it next time.
All right. So unless you want to move, which I don't think you want to take an
I know.
opportunity attack by this guy.
Pass it.
All right, so I'm going to move back up to the top of the order, which Flurvin, you actually, you must have the best hearing of the bunch because that screech woke you up out of a dead sleep, and you are now ready to determine what you want to do next.
Can I change my pants as a bonus action?
You know, I'll call that a free action. Nice. I like that.
Oh, by the way, don't forget, everyone, I think, has inspiration.
You do. Yep, you do.
Good to know. Oh, I'm trying to see what can lay this guy down.
Weird.
Now, creatures don't get an attack of opportunity if their target is invisible, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they don't know where you are, that's right. Even if you're in their range, unless for some reason, yeah, you became visible, yes.
Well, I'm going to make Enna invisible.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's interesting. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, please.
Uh-oh.
Didn't work?
There you go.
Ah,
You're
very
invisible.
nice.
No, I think I just
Okay.
it's one of those I didn't have coded yet. So, all right. So let me see if I have. Did it show up as an effect? Let me see if it has.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Good.
That's
Excellent.
cool.
Excellent.
Thanks, Flurvin.
Very nice, Flurvin.
Yeah, hopefully you can get out of there and get away from its claws and beak.
it. Move prey.
Yeah. So as you do that, and is there anything else you can do, Flurvin?
I'm trying to remember. It's been too long and my
That's all right.
brain is mush on that. Like a bonus action.
If you
is
have
on-
a spell that's a bonus action, you can cast it. If it's a cantrip and it's a bonus action, not a full action, you can. So I'm looking at this invisibility too, just to check. Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Okay. So yeah, if you make sure you tick off a spell slot for that invisibility, and then if you have something that's a cantrip, that's a bonus action, you can do it.
No, I don't think I do. I'll just pass.
Okay. So the owlbear is up next, and he's like, you know how owls' heads kind of swivel around. I mean, he's looking everywhere, like what in the flippin' heck just happened to this prey that I was ready to devour in front of me? So he is very confused,
Oh.
and all he sees is the cat, and he's hungry, so he's going after the cat. So let me
Oh,
untarget.
Nebula never rolled initiative.
Okay, have her roll. Go ahead. I didn't
Okay.
realize she
True.
didn't roll. But,
Yeah,
but
I didn't
well,
realize
you know,
that.
I'm trying to remember though. Yeah, go ahead. That's right. I forget if she acts with you. I think you're right. She can move on her own turn. So yeah, go for it.
I think she gets initiative, but it's either
Yeah.
one or the other that gets to act.
Right.
All right. So let's rewind just a second because Nebula has the highest initiative, even ahead of Flurvin, which is fine. We'll keep Flurvin's, but go ahead and decide if you want to move or do anything before the owlbear moves.
I want to move, Nebula. I'm gonna move. I'll stay where I'm at because I can say Barbar or Demacos.
Okay.
Well, that's only fair too. Just 'cause
Yeah.
you
that's
forgot
right.
to roll
Right.
for her ahead of time.
Yes, so I'll pass my turn.
Now, the one thing, not to metagame this, but don't forget, well, I guess all she can do is move. She can't take an action. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, because then it took an action already.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking she could dodge, but she can't because that's an action. So, okay.
Right.
All right, so he's going to come down here. He's trying to get food. He's hungry. This is his hunting time. So he bites at Nebula,
Owlbear don't give a.
and he hits.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and Nebula is down.
Oh my gosh. That's. Oh.
So, and the owlbear, I mean, he comes up, his beak's kind of dripping in blood, and he's kind of got his tongue licking his lips, like, this tastes pretty good.
Oh gosh.
We need a medic right now. Right now, please.
Right meow.
So I'm gonna say, given he's distracted by the taste of blood and he's having fun where he is, he's gonna pass his turn this time. So Demakos is up.
Come on, Demakos, don't shit the bed.
You know, Deep Bot, one of the bot programs I have, has like quotes. I wish I could pick that quote up. And like 2 months from now, Demakos said, "Don't shit the bed."
Don't shit the bed. I'm telling you, man.
Oh man.
That's what he does. Got all these sweet abilities to do. He shits the bed. Come on. I don't know why that did that. I only clicked it once.
Now remember, it looks like you had yourself targeted and the owlbear. I mean, it's just weird because it says cast at Demakos, and I think it missed Demakos, which is why it doesn't show you targeting him anymore.
Ah.
So let me look at this.
Yeah, I probably have myself targeted from the last time I cast the resist fire on myself.
I mean, it looks like the owlbear was first, at least the way I see it here. So I'll give that to you. That you hit him. So I'll go ahead and give that attack to you, and just it looks like you only have the owlbear targeted. So go ahead and roll damage on him. So you've got this blast of energy that actually the sound worked, awesome, and it goes flying into him, and he kind of shakes his beak. It sets him back a little bit. He's not real happy with that. It angered him. It angered him, Demakos.
Well, I'm glad it angered him, because he's a fluffy bastard.
Yes, he is.
He took down our putty tat.
And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Thought about something else, but I'll save it. This son of a bitch is going to be around for a few rounds, so. Oh, look at that, Barbar.
Barbar.
Barbar is going to take a bonus action and apply rage to himself.
Watch this. If you guys are listening in chat,
Target myself.
this should work.
Apply rage. Alright.
All right. Probably good rage
Untarget
usage.
myself. So, quick question. If I move to here, am I able to hit, or do I need to go around Nebula?
No, you're fine there. And the one thing, and let's talk about it after this this battle, but let me know if you guys want to play flanking as we move forward in this campaign or not. And if you guys don't know what that is, I can explain it to you later. But
No, I think we do.
Okay.
I mean, I know what it is. I think we would want to take advantage of that if we could. I mean, it could bite us in the ass too.
It could bite you too, but I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm fine with that. And so we can, I mean, we can do that if you don't mind. I'd probably rather do it after this battle, but
Yeah.
then let's play it and then
Okay.
I'll explain when you guys probably know, but I'll just explain for everyone real quick when you get it after the battle. So okay,
Cool.
Okay.
all right. So Barbar, you swinging your mighty.
Alright.
Is it an axe that you have? I assume.
It is. It's a great axe.
So you swing the mighty great axe, and even with this large monstrosity, you somehow manage to miss and go into the ground.
And even with the rage and all these things.
Maybe you were too enraged. You know, you lost sight of your target and you just got too angry.
Barbar, you're about to become dwarf soup.
All right, Anna.
So I'm invisible, so I can still attack?
You can attack.
Actually,
Go ahead.
you can also
Sorry, go ahead.
move out of the
Oh,
way.
yeah, let me
That's
do
why
that.
he did this in the first place,
Okay.
just
That's
to get you the heck out of Dodge.
Let me.
And then you can use some of your range stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Maybe you should jump back and then, if you want to attack. Maybe he won't go after you. Maybe he will. Who knows?
Okay.
If I can get this back there.
Woodian is a mischievous DM.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
looking. I was looking at his senses to see if I should pull something nasty.
I'm
But
going to.
he's looking around and he's like sniffing the air, but he doesn't know where you are.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my longbow.
Okay. and make sure.
Oh, darn it. I hate when it does that.
Well,
Let's
I
see.
double clicked.
Well, wait a second. It was advantage. Now let me look at real quick. It probably did that because you're invisible. But
Okay.
let me look real quick. Let me check something.
Double click it.
Well, I clicked it once and nothing happens. Then
Thing doesn't-
Well,
Yeah.
if you can,
Okay.
can you guys see that it's green in the,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
roll? Green
Yep.
means advantage, so I don't think you clicked it more than once.
Okay.
So, but I just want to look for my own benefit, look at the appendix in the player's handbook, and I bet that's what's going on.
I do see it too in the chat log. It says
Great.
ADV for advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. So that's great. So yeah, you're good. You hit, and you needed the advantage, so that's good. And I think you will become visible after this attack.
Okay.
But go ahead and roll your damage.
It's coming after you.
Wow, you're hitting max damage almost with your
Oh,
longbow.
yes.
That's very solid. So he's got an arrow sticking out of his chest, and he is angry, and he's hurting.
Oh, I want to equip Hail of Thorns for next turn.
The bonus action, right?
Yes.
It is so do the well. There's only one enemy here, so yeah, go ahead and just click on. I think let's see.
I think it's the
I think
person figure.
well,
Isn't it an effect?
yeah. Go ahead and click on. Let me just read this again. I'm looking at it. Yeah, so go ahead and click on the little creature-looking guy. You'll probably see too, and you guys. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but in a lot of your spells that have ongoing effects, you're going to see the little guy, and then you're going to see the little guy with a red slash through him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because I coded the effect to where you can remove it yourself.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Oh, okay.
So now you can click the one without the red to equip it, and if you ever need to pull it off, you can just click that little red guy, and it'll pull it off.
Okay. Just in case, one arrow didn't really hurt him much.
Well, he's hurt.
Yeah, and remember, and it says this in the combat tracker, but Hail of Thorns is a concentration, so just something to keep in mind if you were to get hit. But you're pretty far away. I mean, he's not right. You're not right in front of him. So,
Okay.
all right, Darvik, what say you, man?
All right, Darwick's going to get up in this owlbear's face.
All right.
And then I think we're going to cast Inflict Wounds at level 2.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Gnarly shit, man.
That had to have hit.
It did. This blast goes flying into the owlbear.
Ooh.
And the owlbear, believe it or not, he is not down, but he is critical. So he takes this square in the chest, and he's like stumbling around and reeling, and you can tell he's in a lot of pain. And he's like a cornered animal right now. He is very angry, but you can tell he is on his last legs.
Darvik, before passing his turn, yells, "Don't mess with our putty tat."
So Nebula rolled her first death saving throw, and I'm not really sure how it's supposed to work with a companion like that, but we're going to just go with it and say that she gets death saving throws and can be brought back. So she made her first death saving throw, so she's
not permanently dead.
She's not permanently dead right now.
Not dead yet.
That's right.
Really, I'm all right.
All right, Flurvin, see if you can put him down before he might get a turn and inflict some serious damage.
Okay, it's magic missile time.
Yes. M squared. Oh, peace out, Owlbear.
And this slams into him
Yes.
and actually did, I think, just enough or a little bit more. These 3 missiles hit him in the head, the chest, and in the groin, and he's down. Dead.
Got him in the junk.
Owlbear out. So very
3-point
nice.
knockout.
Very nice.
Oh man, he was not
That's
an
good.
easy foe.
No.
All right,
He
let
hit
me
me, and I got 15. Gosh, damn it.
Give you guys a little XP for that. Nice job though.
That was good. That was a good encounter. Yeah, 2 might have killed one of us.
I had the option of 1 or 2, and it's just so hard to tell like what level we're at yet. But that helps me kind of know, what. I think that was probably the right. If we would have done 2, and that was a challenge.
We might have done it with 2,
Yeah.
but it would have been real close.
That was a CR3, so that helps me understand where you guys are. So that's actually helpful.
Nice.
All right, so let me pull this. Give you the XP.
He had a lot of hit points.
Yes, you did.
Well, his attacks were massive.
Yes.
I'm trying to see how did that work? Did that just give it to you? Trying to figure out how to do it when I just do a random encounter like that. Let me try one other thing.
That one was random.
Kind of looks like you're trying to get rid of us or something.
Well, I mean, that's why I had you guys roll the whole time, and somebody rolled a 20 on their watch, and I'm like, well, game on, man. So you rolled a 20 for the random encounter. Gosh darn it, let me, thought that's how you did that. Hold on.
I just thought maybe you was trying to free up your Thursday nights and kill us all off.
Nice. No, what I'm trying to do, and maybe you can't just drag it straight in. I'm trying to drag it in.
The XP.
Yeah, but it's not doing this. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick award here. And just do it as a quest award. I'll figure it out next time. But he was worth 700 XP.
Nice. Definitely a worthy foe. He was quite tough. Still need to tend to Nebula and in his wounds.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I'll have you guys probably roll one more time, but you guys are doing a long rest because you're sleeping. So if she wants to get out, if she wants to have a full night's rest, we can apply the long rest now if you want.
Which would heal some.
Yeah.
I think you could roll the... What is it?
Well,
go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, if we're going to do a long night's rest, can I cast some spells and then get those spell slots back?
You sure can.
Yeah, why don't we have Darby just heal everybody up?
That's probably
Okay.
a good way to
Yeah,
go.
smart.
Those are Sirenscape sounds, chat, if anybody's in there. So,
Oh, nice.
very nice.
That'll work.
And you guys, oh yeah, and you had Nebula too. Okay, so let me, I'm going to go ahead and apply a long rest. One sec.
Does
Go ahead.
the 2 on Nebula, does that mean she's still got 2?
Two wounds. It should come back with a long rest, I would think.
Yeah, with the rest.
Not taking any chances.
No problem. She is grateful. She purrs and rubs her head up against you.
He's happy.
Okay, so we did the long rest, so you guys should have an even, your rage, I think, should come back fully too, and so you guys should get it pretty much everything back, I think.
Yeah, because I did
Yep.
check off my spell slot for the Hail of Thorns and that's gone, so it's cool.
Oh, thanks, High Jumper. Thanks, man. Glad you're on. Appreciate
And
it.
I had forgotten to check off my rage, so it would be back anyway. Very
Thanks
good.
for coming in the stream, High Jumper. All right, so you guys get up in the morning and tell me if there's anything special you want to do before you kind of head into Bellard.
I would like to take some fur off that thing and keep it in my pockets.
Okay. Absolutely, you can do that.
Maybe we should all pray to our respective gods for thanks that we didn't die under the beak of an owlbear.
I'm gonna
Nice.
make note of that.
All right, so you guys, and unless there's anything else you're going to do, as you guys start heading towards the stone bridge, I mean, this is a really cool, massive site. I mean, this bridge just extends for it looks like forever. I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like.
Gotta be 5 miles. Or
Yeah, it's
a couple miles.
Ooh, that's
Holy
scary.
moly.
so it's 2 miles long and 400 feet high. So as you guys are kind of walking across, I mean, it drops off to nothingness. I mean, you can see water in this huge river below you, and the Desserin River is just flowing pretty wildly underneath you. And this is, you guys know, this is a sacred pilgrimage for many dwarves. And a long time ago there was a dwarf god that was appeared atop this stone bridge. So this is a pretty famous long passageway that you guys are walking across.
Don't
No,
look down. Just walk straight, guys.
yeah, that would have been a fun place to put an encounter, and if somebody fell
Oh
off the
my.
side, that would have been dangerous.
Yeah, let's check the dexterity of the dwarf barbarian.
Very nice.
You shall not pass.
All right,
That
so
happened to me in one of our D&Ds, our pack D&D group. I fell off a bridge and I just couldn't get back up. I
seriously,
kept, like almost drowning. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was a freaking rogue with high dexterity.
oh, that's funny.
Crappy rolls.
So you guys start heading into Bellard, and as you kind of hear the sounds of the village as you walk into town, and you see orchards and large cattle ranches surround this little town of Bellard. Large stockades lie on the east side of town, and stone warehouses along the Desserin Road, and it shows that regular caravan traffic passes through here. So I'm going to give you that, and give me 1 second to look at something else. So Bellard, it seems to you like a kind of a cattle rancher town. There's, as you're walking through town, there's a public well. There's a pond, so there's kind of a place where you could, tether up your horses and let them drink. You kind of notice there's a smithy in town. There's horse dealers, and there's also a local inn, and it's there's a lot of people that are kind of milling around through town as you guys are walking into town from the stone bridge. So tell me what, I don't have a map to show you, but trying to paint a little picture of what this kind of little town looks like. So tell me what you want to do.
Well, our whole objective was to figure out what's happened to the delegates. So I guess we should probably seek out, someone, whoever's nearby that's not too busy, to where we could at least ask the question, or begin asking the questions of delegates. And what do you know of, did they make it to the town? Did you see them? Have you heard any word about what might have happened to them?
So absolutely. So the places, there's, like I said, there's kind of a tannery there. There's a smith. There's an inn that looks like it's pretty well populated. It seems like a lot of people are heading in and out. The sign on the outside says the Watchful Night Inn. Looks like a pretty popular place, and there's some other stables and other things around. But the inn certainly looks like it's doing a big business, and there's like I said, a smithy in town, and those are along with just random people on the street. So tell me.
Well, what do you guys think? Maybe we should, stable the horses and go check in at the inn, and perhaps
hi
book a
Jumper.
room,
This
talk to the
I had to redo everything last night. I bought a new computer, had to re-download everything,
the owner,
and I'm glad
see what we can
things
find
look
out.
like they're working okay.
Sounds like a good start.
Yep.
All right, so we're heading into the Watchful Night Inn.
Yeah, let's make sure we take a minute to. I don't know if we need to settle the the bill for stabling the horses, but I imagine they could probably use a little bit of rest and pampering. So I don't know if we need to do that with the innkeeper or who we do that with, but we should probably stable the horses.
So there's stables and there's people around. It looks like there's other folks that are leaving their horses, and they welcome you and say, if you'd like to leave your horses here, one silver piece for 3 hours is the going rate, and we'd be happy to take care of them and make sure they're well attended to.
Well, let's see. It's what is it, like still early morning or like afternoon at this point?
So you guys traveled. I'll say it's probably about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
What do you guys think? Do you guys want to spend some time in town, trying to research and so forth before we venture out again, or
You like spend the day?
yeah, like should we basically pay for 12 hours, 24 hours worth of stabling the horses, or do you think we'll be taken off sooner than that?
Well, usually with stabling, you pay after instead of having to prepay.
Oh, I'm thinking of gas pumps.
Stick a hose in my horse, would you? Hold up.
They ask if it's debit or credit.
That's right.
No, that's fine. They say that you can certainly pay when you leave. I mean, one silver piece would be the minimum. If you want to leave them all day, it'll be a couple silver pieces. So they're flexible, and they're happy to wait until you leave. I mean, they've got your collateral for a silver piece or two. I think they feel just fine paying at the end.
That's true. They have the horses, so okay. All right. Well, let's just
thanks,
leave
High
them
Jumper
then
Man.
and head over
Awesome.
to the inn and
I really appreciate it.
see what we can discover.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
buy a few rounds of drinks for the locals, get them looped up and talking.
I like your style.
Sounds in. So it looks like a pretty neat place. Like I said, it's it looks like it's been around for some time, and you kind of walk in, and you can hear the sounds of a tavern. Pretty well attended, and hear a little bit of music, a little bard playing in the corner. You see who looks a gentleman who looks like he's the proprietor. Walking around, making sure everyone's well taken care of, and everyone seems to be throwing back a little mead. You see a woman that's kind of hustling around, serving everyone, and just looks like a pretty friendly place with a lot of locals who are just chatting and having a pint or two. And you definitely, even as you walk in, you can hear that a lot of the chatter, even without talking to anyone, is about this this delegation and this group of people that passed through Beliard. So you already hear people are talking about this group as you just as you walk in the door.
All right. So, I'm guessing we don't necessarily have a layout view map, so to speak, of the inn.
You don't. I mean, I could put one up, but it's just going to be a generic location. Like I said, there's a lot of folks, locals in there that you could visit. There's the proprietor, there's the server, so you can talk to whoever you want. You can sit down at your own table and have a drink. I mean, we'll just kind of role play through this, but not a real map to show you.
All right. Would you guys want to be bold enough to head up to the proprietor, or should we just have a seat and wait for the server and start asking questions?
Where is
But-
the server?
You want to sort of ease into it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And there's
So is it seat yourself?
yeah, seat yourself. I mean, they're kind of she kind of sees you guys looking around, and she waves you at a table that's open. She kind of looks at Nebula and tries to figure out, are you bringing her in, or are you keeping her outside? She's kind of looking with a little puzzled look on her face, but she waves you guys to a table that is open if you want to sit down on your own.
I'll take Nebula outside and tie her up.
This is our seeing eye cat, see?
Sounds good. All right, so you guys sit down at the table, and she comes up and says, what can I get you to drink? What's your flavor today?
What do you recommend?
Oh, she says we have a very nice mead that just has a little hops from the Sumber Hills. That's a little secret recipe, and that's probably our favorite, most popular local beer. But don't let the locals know I turned you on to that.
I foresee this becoming a strong IPA one day.
It tastes a lot like what the DM might be drinking right now.
Well, Demakos is going to order around for our table.
Okay.
And politely and casually ask the waitress if, is she allowed to have a beverage while she works?
And she glances at you and kind of smiles a little bit and says, I've been known to have a little sip or two when the boss is looking at me too closely.
Well, tell you what. How about you bring me two, and one of them's yours.
She says,
And-
done.
Yes, and then one for each of my friends as well.
Okay, so she hustles off and goes over to the bar and grabs. I guess how many is that? Are there 5 of us now? So she grabs 6 beers and comes back with a very full-looking tray of ice cold mead that or I don't know if actually back in the day it's probably not ice cold, and plops it down on the table for you.
All right, what was the price again for this?
If I remember right, beers are what I think a copper piece. I'd have to look. Let's just call it, 5 copper pieces and call it good.
All right, well here's 10 copper pieces, and keep the rest for yourself.
She says, "Why, thank you," and you can see it. She takes a sip of beer, and you can see that she has her own little area right underneath one of the tables that has a little shelf where she can kind of put her beer and puts that over there.
Nice.
So she knows what she's doing. She's been around a little while, and so she kind of takes a sip, puts it down, and then says, "So what brings you to Bellard?"
You guys want me to keep talking, or
Well,
someone else want to
we
jump
were in Red Larch, and we heard about some missing delegates that might have passed through here. Do you know anything about that?
And so she says, well, there's been a lot of discussion about this group that passed through here, and I don't really know a lot about them. I've overheard that they were heading somewhere south. I think Neshor, who's the proprietor here, I think he might tell you a little bit more. He seems to know more of where they were going. But one thing that I noticed is, as the group did walk through here, there was a really strange monk who wore a golden mask, who was watching this group really closely while they stayed here. They actually stayed here for a little while. I just don't know exactly where they headed. And the monk left a few hours before the delegation set out. And I haven't seen him since, but I keep a close eye on my customers, and I don't see monks like that around here, especially ones wearing gold masks. So that was very, very strange.
I don't
So when you
suppose the
said they-
gold mask.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to ask if the gold mask had any symbols on it.
Not that I recall. I was just mesmerized by this strange-looking individual, but I don't recall any unusual markings on the mask.
And how long did they stay here? Was it just one night? 2 nights?
They were only here. They only stopped here on the way to wherever they were heading and stayed overnight. They were pleasant, kind of kept to themselves, and left the next day.
And how long ago was this again?
This was about 10 days ago. So about a week ago. She grabs another sip of her beer.
Yeah, cheers to that. Um,
And she looks a little disappointed that Anna was talking to her, and she looks back at Demakos like.
All right, Demakos will speak again. So this strange fellow with the gold mask, did you see him talking to anyone else around town?
No, I'd never seen him before, and I've not seen him since. Like I said, it was very unusual to see someone like that and that kind of strange mask. Something I won't soon forget, but haven't seen him since. And she kind of hustles. She's happy to come back, but she needs to kind of jump around at some other tables. So she says, "I'll be back in a bit." But she slams another quick drink and goes and checks on other tables as the place is pretty bustling. There's quite a few tables busy, so she's kind of there on her own. There might be one other server there, but looks like she's got most of the place.
I'll say, take a swig before you go.
She definitely does.
All right, so assuming she's gone from earshot and busy now, so what do you guys think? What should we, we've got a little bit of information. The delegation was here. They stayed the night. Some creepy monk with a golden mask watched them closely and left ahead of time, which to me indicates that, perhaps he or she was looking to get a jump on them and prepare some sort of demise or derailment.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think we need more information.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I don't think in our past adventure we heard anything about a gold mask.
So
I'm wondering if this has to do with that Feathergale Spire.
That's what I had written down.
that we passed up on the way here.
Oh, did we?
Pretty sure that's the
Well,
big circled area there.
You guys kind of, I mean, it was pretty far away, but I mean, you definitely, it was off to the east as you guys were heading up the large path.
Probably about the point where we passed the giant eagle human creatures.
Owlbear.
No, it was way before the owlbear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was the
I'm holding the staff.
yes, predatory aerial humanoids. I don't know. Should we talk to the proprietor?
Yeah, that's probably the next step.
So it looks like he's the one behind the bar. I mean, there's, it's a relatively good sized place, but it looks like it's staffed pretty thin. So she had pointed to, the gentleman that's behind the bar. So he's kind of pouring beers, chatting up with the customers, but he definitely looks like he's the proprietor of the place.
Neshore?
Neshore Flurden, not Flurven, Flurden.
All right, Demakos, do your thing.
Oh, you mean fumble a roll?
Be nice.
All right, so Demakos will approach the bar and approach Neshore Flirton and politely wait for his turn to be served, as it would appear.
Okay, so he kind of finishes checking on a few customers and notices you. And are you guys all heading up to the bar? So the whole group of you are kind of heading up that way, or?
Sure.
Okay. So he kind of sees the group of you and says, "Greetings, adventurers. I see Senya, our wonderful server, has already taken care of you with drinks. What else can I do for you? It's great to see some new faces in Beliard."
Oh, we were interested in what kind of food or snacks you might have. We could purchase for our table, and maybe just get acquainted with the area and talk to you for a few minutes.
Absolutely, we have some great great wings here. So we've got some chicken wings here that have been a special recipe of the area. So yes, we have plenty of good snacks and bread that we can give to you. So he kind of asked one of the cooks to whip something up, and they kind of run into the back and start getting some food ready for you.
Yeah, we would definitely like to purchase some wings and some bread, and while that's cooking, if you have a moment, we've just heard some conversations here and along our travels about a delegation that passed through and spent a night in your fine establishment and left the next day without incident. We were just wondering if you had any further detailed information about them, as it interests our party.
Oh, and he says, yes, I'm glad you asked. It's all everyone's talking about. And he kind of gets a little bit closer to you, not so much out of earshot because everyone's talking, but kind of gets a little bit closer to you all. And he says, I actually, while they were here, I spoke directly with the group, and they told me that they plan to head south on the Desserin Road. They actually intended to visit Summit Hall next, and Summit Hall you can find as you head down south. It's relatively, probably about a day's journey, maybe a little bit longer, down the Desserin Road as you head towards Wormford and Ironford. But they said they were heading down there, and they were carrying the body of a knight, and they said that they were going to return the body of a knight that was slain in the north.
Oh, and they were planning to return the body at the Summit Hall. Is that correct?
Yes, at Summit Hall.
Is there a mausoleum or a graveyard there?
Well, Summit Hall was founded long ago as a monastery by the Knights of Samular, and it's an order dedicated to Tyr, the god of justice. And a lot of very prominent knights have been buried in the monastery below Summit Hall.
Kind of like a pilgrimage for the dead. Little respect.
Sounds like they may have some catacombs down there.
Did you happen to see a strange-looking guy wearing a mask that appeared to be made of gold around the same time the delegation was here?
And he says, is Senya telling those stories again? I didn't see a monk, but she swears she saw a monk that was furtively watching this group, this delegation, but I certainly didn't see him.
Yeah. Where's those chicken wings?
They come back with some chicken just off the bone and some bread, and he puts a steaming hot plate in front of you that looks very appetizing.
What do I owe you for all this?
He says that'll be a silver piece.
Imperial credits will do fine.
Exactly.
All right, so I'll give him about a silver piece and 50 copper. How's that?
Sounds good. He's very, very thankful. He says, "Thank you, very, very generous of you."
Well, it looks delicious. Thank you for for feeding us, and we may be interested in some rooms. What's your capacity? Do you have room for all of us?
We do. Whether you need five rooms or less, yes, we have plenty of rooms. One gold piece a night, and you'll get a fine rest here at the Watchful Inn.
Great. All right. Well, we'll definitely keep that in mind, and we may be looking to book some rooms soon. You guys have anything else?
Just trying to remember the value of the different coins. Is a copper piece 1/10 of a silver piece?
It's either 1/10 or a fifth. I'm pretty sure it's a tenth. I think it's only Electrum or whatever that is. That's a different. I think most of them are 10-1. So 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold. But frankly, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I think that you just gave him 6 silver pieces for a meal that cost 1.
I think so too. And that's why he was pretty happy.
Happy boy.
He should be very happy then. He won't complain when I shit in his bed.
Oh my! Even for Demakos, that's bad.
Wow. I thought Nebula was outside.
Hey, gotta get what you pay for.
I thought Nebula was outside.
All right. So what do you guys think? I mean, we want to go explore the town and ask some more people some stuff, or you guys want to set out? You want to book a room? What are you gonna do?
Well, I can't believe Sunya would be telling us stories about the gold mask monk.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if maybe she's got some sort of insight that he doesn't. Maybe.
I think we got to go back and talk to her.
Yeah, I think so too. Before we head out, we definitely need to check base with her again. Maybe she's got the ability to see things that most people don't. Who knows? Or maybe she's just more observant.
Or maybe she's a bullshitter. We need to find out.
Yeah.
In which case, I will drink her beer.
Nice.
So you guys want to go back to the table and sit down and wait for her to come back around?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we talked to her. She didn't seem to care for Anna.
Maybe you should have brought your cat.
There you go.
All right, let's go sit back down at the table then.
All right, so the food is really excellent. So you guys are not disappointed, even with the massive tip. You're very satisfied. Some of the best food you've tasted in some time. And after a little bit, after Sinya kind of goes through her various tables, she comes back over and says, "So I saw you speaking with Neshor. Was he able to provide a little more information than I was for you?"
Yeah, he he was able to fill us in a little bit more on the delegation. He was able to at least point us in the direction they were headed, which was helpful. And he got us these delicious wings and bread, which I've realized I've overpaid for.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you're not disappointed. The food here is magnificent.
No, it's great. It's great. But we wanted to, find out a little bit more. You said you saw a strange individual with what appeared to be a silver mask. Is that right?
Silver? I didn't say silver mask. I said golden mask.
Oh, that's right, golden mask. Sorry.
Is Neshor telling you that he didn't see the monk? That I'm crazy? That he does not pay attention. He doesn't know his customers like I do.
No, well, that would make sense. I mean, you're out here amongst everyone. You would definitely have the better eye on everybody. That's understandable.
I don't suppose anybody else saw this monk with the golden mask too, did they?
Not that I know of. Nobody else seemed to pay attention to him.
We're going to have to dissect your brain.
Nice. But I will tell you, I'm getting tired of Ian, one of the local cattle ranchers here. He seems to have even more tales of some strange happenings with the delegation. And he claims to have met them. He's sitting over that table right over there if you want to talk to him. But he's telling everybody who will listen some story about him running into this delegation.
Well, we definitely appreciate that. But before we go over and bug Ian, a couple questions. One, what does Ian like to drink? For starters.
Ian is a whiskey guy, nothing else. Don't ask him for any mead. He will punch you in the face. Whiskey only for Ian.
I like this guy. I think we'll get along just fine. So other than that, is there anything else you can think of? You think deep, think hard. When you saw the monk with the golden mask, you knew the delegation was here. The monk left early. Is there anything else out of place or out of the ordinary, or sounds you might have heard, or commotion, anything that would have been a little bit off that day when you saw the monk with the golden mask?
There's nothing else that I can think of right now. I think I've told you everything that I know of.
And you're sure you weren't taking any LSD at the time?
I'm strictly a mead girl.
Okay, all right.
Not the shroom brewed mead.
No, nothing more than a little mead for me now and then.
Do you happen to see things or notice in unique individuals that others do not often?
Well, as I told you, I think I have a very good handle on my customers, and I feel that I notice a lot of things about my clientele that no one else pays attention to. It's my
Fair
gift.
enough.
It's my gift.
Yes, well, fair enough. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Should we order some? Maybe. Well, actually, before you go, could we get a glass of whiskey so that we may take it over and introduce ourselves to Ian?
Absolutely. So she heads up to the bar and asks Neshor to pour her some whiskey that she knows that Ian likes, and comes back and says that'll be 2 silver pieces.
So hey, why not? Here's 3 silver pieces.
Oh, thank you very much, kind sir.
All right. You guys want to head over and talk to Ian?
Well, should we all head over there at once, or should we just have one person come over and not overwhelm him?
How about we hand the whiskey to Inna and she goes over?
That's a good idea.
I mean, the rest of us, let's face it. I mean, unless, never know. We don't know what Ian's preferences are, but
That's true.
Let's take a risk and send over Inna.
Okay.
With the whiskey.
All right.
So, head over to Ian
All right.
and hand him the whiskey and ask, what kind of cows do you have?
Wow.
Wow.
FarmersOnly.com.
Nice. Oh, hi, Jumper. I don't know why that's not where. Oh, I think it's
Hey,
POTA
Ian,
players.
I'm
Sorry.
talking to Senna, and I hear that you might know some strange happenings with the delegation that passed through here about 10 days ago.
And he looks at the whiskey and says, "Why, thank you, my darling." And he sips on the whiskey just to make sure it's the whiskey he likes, and then he slams it back. And he says, "Well, as I've told everyone here in Beliard, I was driving my cattle back to the farm, and actually I was about 10 miles south of here, a few miles, or excuse me, a few hours after they left. I met the delegation." And later that day, I saw a group of 5 warriors. They were these strange-looking sky blue armor and white cloaks. And I know this sounds strange, but they were flying on these giant vultures. And these riders, these warriors, flew overhead and turned south, and they looked like they were heading in the same direction as the delegation. It was very, very, very strange. So after I met the delegation, a few hours later, I saw these warriors, and they were flying in that same direction. Very odd.
Did they notice you?
They didn't. They saw the cattle, and they didn't stop to talk to me. So, it's pretty hard to miss me on the road, but, they certainly didn't stop to chat with me.
You, how would you feel if I bring my friends over just so they can hear your side of the story? We're hearing that some people might be telling stories about someone wearing a gold mask. Did you happen to see that person, a monk?
Gold mask? No, never saw a monk. But yeah, I'd be happy to tell any of your friends. More the merrier. Bring them on by.
Okay, so I grab you guys, catch you up with what he's telling me before we even head back to his table.
And Flurvin will stop by the barkeep and say, "How much for a bottle of that whiskey?"
Before we even get there, the Makos is going to drink the bartender's beer under the table.
Nice. I'd say Two gold pieces for the bottle.
Okay, right. He'll buy a bottle and bring it on over
nice,
to
Rob. Thanks for coming by.
our friend
No
Ian.
problem
Plop
at all,
it down
man.
in front of him as we sit down next to him.
He looks at you and looks at the bottle, and big smile comes across his face and says, welcome, friend. What can I tell you? Yeah, Rob, just going through some rumors in Bellard and getting
Anna here
some
was
hooks.
letting us know that you had seen some interesting things, including some riders in the sky. You said they headed south. Where were they coming from?
Well, so I saw the delegation about 10 miles south on the Desserin Road, and I don't know where they came from. I was actually heading back towards Beliard when I ran into them. So they must have been coming somewhere, either maybe northwest of Summit Hall, in between Bellard and Summit Hall, but they were flying towards. I mean, it certainly looked like they were flying towards Summit Hall in the same direction on the Desserin Road that the delegation was.
So you think they might have been coming from, say, Westbridge?
Yeah, they well, hold on one second. Yeah, they may have been coming from Westbridge, or they may have been coming from, somewhere in the middle of the Somber Hills. I'm not quite sure. I just know that, I met them, again, kind of like midway between Bellard and Summit Hall, so I'm not quite sure where they came from.
Marcos, Anna, you guys want to jump in?
So looking at this, oh no, it's gone. I was looking at the picture of the Eagle Man bird.
Nice.
Well, because if they came from potentially somewhere in the middle of the Somber Hills,
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, he paints a pretty vivid picture, so you obviously haven't seen this, but I'm going to share with you kind of what he's describing.
Okay.
So this is what he's describing, is these strange looking individuals on these huge vultures.
Not quite what we saw.
No, Ian, the reason why we're so interested in the delegation is we were coming through Red Larch, and they
Nice
never
XP,
reached their
Rob.
destination, so we're just here to find out what happened along their journey.
No,
That's why we're asking so many questions.
Says, I understand. That's all we're all talking about is, this delegation and these strange, I think everybody seems to have a story or two, and it's just very, very strange times indeed these days.
Well, what do you think, guys? Should we? As I pull in our group away so he doesn't hear, asking, do you think we've heard enough? Should we keep asking for more information and see if we can figure out
No problem.
more about these flying giant
You deserve it, Rob.
creatures? Or I think we've heard. I think
Kind
he
of
told us
feel
all
like
he knows.
I kind of feel like we've learned what we can learn from him.
Yeah.
Yep, you have. Nothing
Ian,
more.
is there anyone else that we could talk to about the strange happenings with the delegation?
He says, there's certainly, a lot of rumors floating around in town, but you've come to the right place. If you've talked to Neshor and Senya, they're the most knowledgeable. All the other, rumors and things I hear floating around, I wouldn't pay much attention to. So I think you've come to the right place.
Okay, and what time is it now?
It's probably going on, I'll call it about 1 o'clock. You guys have been in here for an hour or so, had some food, and
It's like noonish.
Getting through the whiskey and the noon hour.
All right. Well, we should probably get moving along so we can make something of the rest of the day.
Or we could just sit in here and get schnockered on whiskey and sleep it off.
Is there? Hey, Rob, do you have an effect yet for drunk yet? I, don't, I don't know what that is in 5e.
Oh,
I don't know what that is in 5e.
what do you think, guys? Should we? As we, I pull in our group away so he doesn't hear, asking, do you think we've heard enough? Should we keep asking for more information and see if we can figure out more about these flying giant creatures?
So
We should probably call it Slobberknocker.
all right.
Well, yeah. So maybe we should. God, but see, that's the thing. I mean, Summer Hall is a hall, so to speak. It's a ways down.
But they never made it there, so maybe we will find something along the way.
True. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could venture out. We could always camp or come back.
Well, it's a good question because last time we camped, we got hit by an owlbear.
Yeah.
Yeah, threw an
Wasn't
owlbear at him,
exactly
Rob.
smooth
Threw an
sailing.
owlbear. Oh, intoxicated is effect? Nice.
So do you want to stay here and sit out at first light?
Intoxicated.
Or
What
take
time
our
of-
chances?
What time of the year is it? Is this daylight
Got
savings
it.
time?
Seriously.
No, daylight savings isn't for another 2 10-day. I'm kidding.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, we got 2 weeks.
Um,
Go. No.
Maybe we should rest and leave bright and extra early.
Well, it's definitely a thought. The only potential downside is that, that's another day that we get behind what happened.
You're starting to cut out, Jason. You still there?
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was just saying the only downside to, resting now is that that's another almost full day we get behind whatever happened to the delegation.
Yeah, but wasn't that 20 days ago now?
It's been a while, so yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're hot on their heels. That's for sure.
Okay, so we're not going to necessarily, lose any momentum in trying to figure out what happened to them by turning in or, kind of relaxing in town for a bit.
Yeah, I think if they were in danger, they could be dead by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just more worried about, the time it takes
Sounds
for
are working good now, Rob.
us
so
to meet
I
people
think the
who
new
can
computer
remember
is
things. Yeah, I'm
knock
probably
on wood.
overthinking
So far, so
it,
good.
but I just don't want to
All right,
Get-
Rob, have fun. Thanks for popping
get
by,
to the
man.
point where people
I'll try to jump on maybe
consider
later
them
if
a
I'm not
distant memory
passed out,
instead of,
tired.
oh yeah, I remember them. That kind of thing.
Love out of the abyss.
Um,
Have a good time.
Yeah. What are we going to do in town? I mean, it's noon. We're just going to drink some whiskey and take it with the locals, or you guys want to go buy stuff? What do I do?
I was gonna say, I mean, if you guys have any provisions you want to buy, and you can certainly do that, and we can, if you want to pass the time quicker, we can waive it a little bit, or if there are things you want to do, just whatever you guys want to do.
Well, we probably had to spend, at least
Yeah, I know, Rob. You kill yourself, man.
1 to 2 rations on the trip here.
I'm tired. Too much work and budgeting right now.
So,
Yeah, because we took the long rest at the campsite.
yeah, so we at least need to either check off a ration or refill it.
And I don't know. One thing I haven't really been looking too close at, but I know that you're, at least on your ammo, you're getting pretty low on. But I don't know if you might have more arrows. But I think when I looked at your actions tab, you didn't have a whole lot left, but you might have more.
Oh yeah, let me look. Let's see. Actions one. I have 6 left, but in my inventory, I still have. I think I still have some.
Okay. I didn't remember, so I just want to make sure that you were
Yeah.
looking at that. And don't forget, I don't think you've shot a lot, but remember we can roll and recover some too if you end up shooting, more than like one in an encounter.
Okay, I have to remember that.
I don't think you shot, though, this last time.
She might have shot one, I think, but
At the Owlbear.
I didn't think about rolling for it.
Yeah. And deer. Stuck in his neck, I think.
But, yep. Yeah, that was a good little warm up encounter to get us all back in the swing of things.
No doubt.
He almost killed me.
You put Enna down.
Flavor had to change his pants.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, I just checked off some rations. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
want to do anything around town, or if we just want to fast forward. But I might want to go grab another beverage. Might be a good pause point. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. We can take a quick break too, and
Okay.
everybody do what they need to, and take like 5, and I'll put a little message in chat, and you can tell me when you're back.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
See you guys in a second.
All right, stream. I'm just gonna pop over. I don't have a since I'm just getting my stream back up. I don't have a anything to put up for you, so I apologize. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. Oh, all right, back. Watch CNN. Nice. Whoa, what was that? Sounded like a notification, but I can't see it. Where is it? I don't have it set up yet. I must not have it set up right. High Jumper, was that you? Did you redeem anything? Because I heard a sound, but I don't see any notification. Well, High Jumper, let me know if you redeemed anything, because I don't. I heard a sound like something happened, but I don't see anything. It was interesting, though. Check Revlobot. Oh, convert points. Okay. Yes, I'll do that at the end of the stream. Let me know, too, how much you want. Gotcha. So I'll check that and see if it tells me how many. Yeah, I wish that showed up in the stream. I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't know why that didn't show up in the stream. Hi, Jumper. Do you know how many you redeemed? Because I want to make sure that I see that somewhere. Yeah, let me know, Hi Jumper, if you could even type in chat. I'm gonna look, but for some reason I'm not seeing it. So if you know how many you redeemed, I'll make sure you get those before the next stream. So if you redeem points for XP, then I'll take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see why that didn't pop up. I'm disappointed. Okay, all that's fine. So yeah, no problem at all. I need to work on that high jumper. Yeah, I probably need to make it clear that I want to allow people to do just a certain number if they want. So it looks like you had 58 points, so I'll convert that to whatever that works out to. I think 30, but I will do that before the next stream. Yeah, I think this session tonight is kind of more about a little bit transition. They did the two moving stones last week. Oh, I think everybody's back. So that was cool. Yeah, so let me know if you don't want to do it. There is a difference. So you convert points into XP. If you don't want to do it, let me know. But I tried to do that because there's not much you can do with points. And I wanted to allow people to kind of have more stuff to do with XP. So just let me know and I can leave it as is, or you can convert them. I'm going to get back into the game because I think they're all back. So is everybody, looks like everybody's back maybe?
I'm back.
Okay, I saw 2 checks, so I couldn't tell if
Yeah.
that... Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Jason is coming. He's in the kitchen.
Oh, cool. So it's just pouring a little mead between the break.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's getting some rolls with it.
Oh, that sounds good, man. I never get much dinner on these D&D nights. Too busy trying to get ready.
Yeah, I
Oh.
literally ate dinner whenever we just took our quick break. I was like shoving it in my mouth.
Yeah, Nikki made a little mahi-mahi, so we had a little fish. So that was good.
Nice.
We made chicken and mashed potatoes, so I was shoving
Nice.
That sounds really good.
it.
So remind me what's on tap for next Friday? I know you and Ann have been doing a ton of work, but what's on the plate for next Friday?
Well, tons of homemade hors d'oeuvres
Nice.
that her husband wanted to create. But I gave him some ideas. So when we went over there, I think it was last weekend or the weekend before, we kind of did some taste testing of some
nice.
ideas. Yeah, it was really fun.
I bet.
Yeah, so the food choices are nice. Within budget, because I kept telling him.
Oh yeah.
That. But it's a variety of things.
Oh, that's fine.
Some of the things are like what we had last year, like the meatballs and
Nice.
the freezy salad. Some of the quick fixes, but I'm excited. I can't wait to eat the food and have you guys experience it, because I got to experience a little bit of it.
That's awesome. Anything else we can bring next week? I mean, are you going to be looking for... Okay.
No, you got it, because we have the alcohol covered, the food. Yeah, so no one bring anything, because anything extra is coming back to the office.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already that time and just this year flew by.
No kidding.
Mason just got back.
Awesome. All right. So everybody's
Yeesh. I'll go
excellent.
get
So
some rations.
that's what I heard. A little mashed potatoes, a little chicken, a little mead.
Yes.
So, all right. So did you guys decide? Did we need any other provisioning up, or are we gonna kind of waive it to go through the night? Or are you guys gonna try to do anything for the afternoon? I mean, just kind of tell me what you wanna do.
The more I think about it, the more we should probably get moving.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we
It's
can always
still
camp.
it's still kind of middle of the day. Like I said, probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. So you're good.
All right.
All right. So you guys can go back and settle up with stable hands and who've brushed out your horses, and they look refreshed and fed, and they look ready to get back on the road if that's what you guys want to do. So
Yeah.
now I tried to. Do you guys have the Desperin Valley map up now? So you kind of have, you've got some direction towards Summit Hall from some of these rumors you've heard. You've still got, your understanding of the Feathergill Spire is kind of in, this area over here. So are you guys heading down the Desperin Road towards Summit Hall, or just kind of tell me what you want to do?
I think we should head towards Summit Hall. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's our next stop.
Okay.
Right. So who's paying the stable hands?
Well, I think it was, what was it, 1 or 2 SP, so maybe we should each just pay for our own horse.
That works for me, but you guys,
Yep.
whatever you guys want to do.
All right. The Makos is going to have to pay for 2 because poor Barbar is still broke.
I think we should take up a collection for Barbar.
Nice. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was broke. Yeah, he needs to earn some money.
Just start a GoFundMe page.
Nice. All right, stand by 1 second.
Here, tell you what. Flurvin will give Barbar a loan of 50 GP until he gets back on his feet.
Wow.
I like it.
How kind.
What's the interest rate?
Let me make sure I want to sign on this deal.
Only your soul.
Nice. All right, so you guys are heading out. It's about, like I said, about 1 o'clock. So we'll go. So you guys kind of head out in your travels, and let's have. Who did it last time? Was it Flurvin or Enna that rolled? Hey, Talindel, good to have
Yeah,
you
it was
on, man.
Flurvin
It's
that blew it
going
last
great.
time.
They're heading down towards Summit
I think
Hall,
we're up
following
to
some rumors,
Darvik or
but sounds are working well, and it's going really good.
or Barbar at this point.
All right, so Barbar, if you want to roll a d20 in the tower for me. But yeah, it's going well.
Okay.
And they're having a good time tonight, I think. Not too many encounters yet. We're just kind of moving the story along, trying to get them to one of the the locations. All right, so pretty uneventful. So you guys are getting close to Summit Hall. And how about we'll have Darvik. Nebula doesn't need to roll, but we'll have Darvik roll. All right, so it's an uneventful trip. No owlbears. Well, let's see. So it's probably, it's into the evening now. You guys have gone, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's actually probably about 7, 8 o'clock at night. I'm going to look for something real quick. Just looking to see if there's any other images, but I don't see any. So as you guys are kind of heading, you get towards Summit Hall. You see this small stronghold that stands atop a hilltop, and obviously you're in the southern region of the Sumber Hills. and it consists of a stone hall that's surrounded by a 15-foot wall with a sturdy wooden gate. Their stables, a tower, barracks, and storage buildings are enclosed within this protective wall, and you see a banner flying of an emblem of a cross, torch, and sword flutters overhead. Let me send you that text. Oh, cool. Glad. Yeah, this is my first time running it, but it's they're having a good time. We did the Tomb of Moving Stones last week. Let me see if there's any other little color I can give you here. Let's see.
Cross
All right.
torch?
I'm sorry?
I was saying cross torch. It's not the shape of the KOA, is it?
No KOA this time.
Frost.
So you see, I mean, it's getting into the evening, but you see a number of folks in armor. It looks like there's a number of young knights in training and artisans that are all it's a relatively small place. This summit hall, but you can see a number of knights that are walking around the town. And you see these knights in training as well.
I wonder if it's the same knight they were carrying.
I would assume so.
Well, what'd you say? The same knight they're carrying?
Yeah, like carrying the body of a knight when the delegation was heading towards Summit Hall. They were carrying
Yeah,
the body.
they were taking the body of a knight.
Right.
All right, so I don't know what you guys think about this, but Demakos has the false identity. I don't know if it'd be
Oh, here he
or
goes.
not, or do we just send someone reputable like Darvik in to talk to them?
So what was this about false identity? You kind of cut out.
Oh, Demakos has the ability to. Well, it's a feature. He has a false identity. What it says is I've created a second identity that includes documentation, established acquaintances, and disguises that allow me to assume a persona. I can also forge documents, including official papers and personal letters, as long as I have seen an example of that kind of document or handwriting that I'm trying to copy.
Oh my.
Yes. Shifty one, Mr. Grinch. Maybe we should... I don't know. I don't know how serious it is for us to approach. Are we going to get jumped by a freaking army of knights and all have to re-roll? Or,
No, I mean they see you coming in. This is not it's not a huge. It's a small stronghold. So I mean they kind of see you as you guys are approaching, and nobody's rushing out. Nobody's two arms. They're kind of going about their business, and like I said, it's getting along a little bit into the evening, not terribly late yet. I mean, it looks like they're winding down their activities for the evening, but nobody's rushing out to attack you or anything.
we have a chance to approach and talk.
Yeah, it seems that way, definitely.
All right. So, I don't know. What do you guys think we should do?
Maybe we should talk to them, but maybe Darvik?
You want to say Darvik or Flurvin or something?
Well, we could. I don't see why they would have any ill will towards Demakos.
Well, he looks like a devil.
Yeah,
so
he just looks a little different.
he's generally not accepted. Typically.
But his charisma is generally what gets him out of that, right?
Well, considering he fumbles all over the place, yes. I'm a little dice shy at the moment.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want to have Darvik is probably the most presentable because he's a cleric, and because he wears mail armor, they might respond to him looking more, I don't know, knightly or something.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. He probably looks more the part. Probably out of any of us, really.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll, try and what should we try and do? Try and find a place for the night, and then seek out someone to talk to tomorrow. How do you want to do it?
Well, I mean, I think, depending on how it goes with the initial meet, if it's cordial and all, maybe we could briefly ask about the delegation, but also that we're, looking for somewhere to bed down if possible.
Okay, so is there a guard posted? Do we have to? Is it one of those, who goes there kind of a situation zone?
No, I mean it looks like it's a fortified monastery, but I mean they certainly look like they're ready for battle, but they don't. Nobody's. I mean, they're kind of looking at you. They see you coming in, but there's not a guard post. I mean, you can certainly walk in and talk to them.
Okay, so I think the first thing is to come in and find someone who looks like they could be helpful and say, hail, we just came off the long road from Beliard and we're weary travelers looking for a place to stay the night. What would you recommend we do?
And they say yes. There's a small inn here, not very very modest. We don't get a lot of folks here traveling through, but there's a modest inn that you can certainly hang your head for the night. And what brings you here?
Well, speaking of travelers coming through, we heard about a delegation who was supposed to be on their way down here. In fact, we come all the way from Red Larch with this news. So we were trying to find out some more information about what happened with the delegation. Do you have any news of that?
And they say talk to her name's Ushian Stormbanner. She is the most senior knight here, and she's very open. She loves talking to travelers, and she'd be happy, I'm sure, to tell you more. The rest of us, we train knights here, we do our business, but she'd be happy to talk to you if you'd like to see her, and he kind of gives you the general directions to where she is, and he says, if you go see her within the next half hour, 45 minutes, you should catch her, and if not, then you can certainly catch her tomorrow.
Well, tell me, is she more of a morning person?
Oh, they said no. She's happy to talk to travelers any time. It's just getting on in the evening. So I think tonight would be fine if you go over now. If you don't dilly dally too much, and if not, the morning would be fine as well.
Well, thank you very much for your directions and advice. It's much appreciated.
No problem. And he kind of goes back to what he was doing, and you can kind of tell, like I said, everybody's kind of winding down for the night.
So what do you think, guys?
Her.
Yeah, let's go see her.
Go do it.
Was
Okay.
it Ushin?
Ushian. Yep.
Ushian.
Ushian Stormbanner. Yep. Yeah, they can never give you easy names to pronounce. I think they do
No
that
kidding.
intentionally. So
You have the power. She could be named
Ushi.
Martha Smith.
Her name's Ushi.
Ushi, yeah.
So you get up to this kind of this modest residence, and you guys approach, and I assume, do you go up and knock on the door, or how do you
Just let ourselves in. Just kidding. Yeah, we should probably go knock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the polite thing to do.
All right, so she, this woman who looks like she's about 60 years old, pretty weathered but firm. She looks like she can definitely handle herself, and she opens the door and kind of looks at you and says, greetings. Who do I have the pleasure of seeing, and what brings you all to my home this evening?
Well,
Yeah, let's let somebody else do the talking this time.
yeah. Well, we just talked to some knights in training, and we wanted to get some information about the delegation that was heading this way. And one of them mentioned your name, that you were open to talking to travelers to give us maybe some more information, some insight what happened to the delegation or why they were heading here?
Absolutely, and everyone. I'm not surprised that the Knights didn't give you much more information. It's a pretty regimented life here. A lot of training, trying to instruct Knights, how to go about a very moral life. So they're pretty regimented in their tasks. But as you mentioned, we had heard that these delegates were bringing the body of a knight here from Mirabar, but they never showed up here. And I sent warriors out to search the area all around here, and we never found them. So if you have any information or know where they are, we'd love to find this knight. We have many knights that we've buried within this monastery, and it's a very sacred place. But we don't know where they are. They never made it here.
So, do any of your knights or other tenants of Summit Hall, is it customary for any of them to don a golden mask?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, it's not customary for our knights, but I can tell you that masks are worn by the monks of the Sacred Stone Order. Now, I don't know a lot about this sect, this monk group, but I can tell you that they have taken over this Sacred Stone Monastery, and I can tell you where that is, but that's all I know.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just so we're aware of it, where would that be?
So she points you in the same general direction, and well, give me 1 second actually. I'm gonna have to look to see which, but essentially it's right in the same area that I've circled where the Feathergale Spire is. It's in that same area, and I'll have to, as you get closer, I'll pinpoint it, but
Okay.
it's essentially, I'm kind of putting a little pointer on the map. It's essentially over there.
Yep. Thank you for
I'm,
that bit of information.
yeah, I'm going to make a note while you guys are talking and thinking. Let me make a couple notes.
Can we ask her if she's seen the flying sky blue armor warriors? And she hasn't. They never reached this area. Do you think she knows anything about those?
Yeah, that's a
Warriors?
good question. We should
We
probably
can
mention
definitely
that we
ask.
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, give me 1 second. Just finishing my note. Yeah, so she is not aware. She's not seen nor heard of any knights that fly on giant vultures or anything of that sort.
Have you heard of the knights that say knee?
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Have you heard of the knights that say knee?
No.
Why?
It's, yeah, it's
Do you have any shrubberies?
it's the Monty Python joke.
Okay, I was like, I should know that, but I didn't watch a whole lot of Monty Python, so I don't remember a lot of it.
Um,
Let's
trying
do
to think if there's
Great.
any other. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's any other key information that's.
I have one more question for her. This is sort of a monastery. I heard of a sort of a long lost monastery deep in the Somber Hills. There's rumor about a powerful undead wizard residing there. Have you ever heard anything about that? Any rumors or tales?
and she tells you that a paladin of Tyr by the name of Samuel Caradune founded the order and it's this monastery. So the Knights of Samular, which founded Summit Hall, this paladin founded the monastery, and there's a tomb within the monastery that contains Samular's remains, and there's rumors that his brother, his brother whose name was Renwick Caradune, may be a very powerful wizard. He tried everything he did to protect and save his brother, and there's rumors about him, but he doesn't, he doesn't reside here.
Well, that's helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm glad he asked that because I have that tie-in
I
later.
went off the wall question, Darvik.
Well, it's actually a good question based on, kind of. But
I
no,
figured.
that was good actually. I'm glad he asked. I didn't know if that would come up.
I'm just role playing for the rest of the group. Where did that come from?
What do you think, guys? Should we rest?
Yeah, it sounds like we should probably stay here the night, and then it sort of sounds like we gotta head back. That across the river.
Yeah.
Oh my, I've had some fun adventures trying that before. How hard it'd be to catch one of these flying things. Looks like there's a little bit of a trail meetup partway back to Bellard, which does take us to the river.
Yeah, that's true. It looks like it goes by the Vale of Dancing Waters or something.
Yeah, maybe we should camp it out for the night at Summit Hall and head back to that split off there towards the river and the Vale of Dancing Waters. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
All right. Who do we need to go settle up with to secure a cot or a bed and a room?
So she directs you to a the local inn, very modest, only just enough, frankly, for all of you to sleep there. There's a proprietor there, and he just says look for one silver piece each a night for a room. These are very modest accommodations. We'd be happy to have you stay here for the night.
Okay. And what of Nebula? Is Nebula allowed to stay nearby, or does she need to find somewhere else for her?
She could stay nearby, and so they're fine. They don't seem worried about her or concerned about her.
Okay. So silver piece each.
Yes.
So all right. Now Barbar has to think about money. He's got 50 gold pieces.
Oh, he's got to do math.
Yeah, so we said it's what, a tenth each?
Yeah, I think it's 10
Right.
silver pieces per gold
That's
piece.
So he would have 49 gold. Correct.
And Alan, I'm noticing that on the party sheet that our party coins, that lower left-hand corner on the inventory, isn't updating.
Well, are you talking about on the party sheet itself?
Yeah, on the party sheet, the inventory tab, in the lower left, there's a party coins section. And after I change the numbers on my character, the numbers aren't changing on the party coins area.
Let me check something. That's a good question. I just don't look at that very closely. So let me see.
No, that's true though. I see the same currency there since we started. And I've been subtracting it, as we went to the various places.
What I might do after this session is I might pull you guys out of the party sheet and then bring you back in. It could be that, because of all the shenanigans that were going on, that it's not, it doesn't have the right characters in there. But yeah, I'll have to check because the XP and everything looks fine. But I'll have to check and see. The only person actually, though, now that you say that, Oh no, Barbar got his XP. He's just behind. I need to bring him up to the group because we talked about having him be at the same level as the group. So yeah, so it looks like everything else is good. So I'll check that after the game.
Cool.
All right, so everyone gets a decent night's sleep. Is there any? Do I need to apply a long rest? Is there anything? I think you guys are fully healed already, right?
Yeah, you just need to take off a ration.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you'll need to burn a ration.
Definitely do that. All right, let me get the player token here. All right, so which way are we heading?
I think we're heading back up to that. Oh, well, I guess first question is in the Desserin Valley map, there appears to be a road or a trail that splits off from the Desserin Road, heading south on Beliard, that leads towards the river and the Veiled Dancing Waters. Do those paths actually touch, or is it like? But I don't know, it looks kind of weird. You see the little,
I see what you're getting
Yeah,
at, and
yeah.
that's fine. You can you can traverse through that if you kind of go up to that one hex that kind of looks like where they touch.
yeah.
You can definitely go through there.
Is that like Owlbear Valley or something?
Exactly.
Now that you mention it.
What a good idea. All right, so is that where we're headed, guys?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the best shortcut.
All right.
And where do you know? Are you guys looking to find? And I can give you a little bit more color where they are. Are you looking for the Feathergale Spire, the Sacred Stone Monastery? I mean, do you know what you're in general looking for, or neither one of those? Where are you guys trying to head?
I think we're trying to make it over to that general direction,
Okay.
right? Where the green circle is and the green arrow is over there, more the southwest of the Veil of Dancing Waters.
Okay.
I think we're looking for the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Do you want to go to the monastery first instead of the spire?
That where that direction was that she pointed to?
Yeah, and I'll show you. Basically, just want to make sure I have this right. I'm looking at a different map, so bear with me for 1 second.
I mean, the other option is we're at this point at Summit Hall. We're basically at the end of Somber Hills. We could potentially walk across the plains here, and difficulty there is there anywhere to cross the river? Whereas the Veil of the Dancing Waters has probably got a bridge or something.
So the monastery looks like it's right where my arrow is, right
Okay.
across the river, but it looks, yeah, so it looks like it's right across the river there.
Okay, so we are heading in that direction. Okay.
Yep. All right. Okay. So off we go. So who is up? Is it Enna now or Demakos for a roll?
It would be to
I think it's Demakos.
I think so too. So just, yep, D20.
Choose your...
All right. Let's see. All right, so hold on 1 second. Let me look something up. So as you guys are walking by, you just noticed some homes on the way, just kind of a homestead as you're walking. You see kind of on the left-hand side as you're heading up through here, but nothing else of note. So you get to this passageway, or I should say this road, this other unnamed kind of connecting road that comes down here towards the river. So let me look something up real quick. So give me a minute to check something. Okay, so I'm stand by 1 second as I look for something. I'm looking for some text I can read them, so there we go. Come across. Okay, so as you guys are heading up towards Beliard, and you're off to this trail to head over to where where you think this monastery is. You actually this is obviously a well-worn road, but as you kind of look off to the west and start heading to the west, you spot a cloud of ravens and vultures circling about a mile or so off the trail. So let me show you where you guys are. So you guys are actually right about here, or right as you get here, you see kind of right down here. You see a cloud of ravens that are circling kind of like a mile right down there by the river.
Sounds like the scene of a battle.
Right.
Yeah, or at least carcasses. The remnants of battle.
Right.
Alright. Well, if anything, we should probably continue to make haste, right?
Well, we should probably get moving, but also be cautious. I don't know. I'm just thinking ambush or whatever.
Sounds very mature of you.
All right. All right.
So, how would we go about? I don't know. What could we do? Is there any way to I don't know what Nebula's capabilities are. Can she scout for us? Does she have any ability to do such a thing? Just trying to think. I've been reading a lot of R.A. Salvatore, and scouts ahead of parties are always great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what her terrain is, but depending on what her terrain is, she can go ahead.
Where's her?
It's her natural explorer is Arctic, so.
So probably not.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, she still certainly has probably survival proficiency, so I mean, and or probably maybe not nature. So yeah, nature would be more.
Oh, that'd be Anna, right?
No,
Does it have nature?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is, what are you guys trying to do? Are you just trying to cautiously go up and take a look at there? I mean,
It'd be the equivalent of checking for traps, except for while we're riding horses on a trail. Instead of being inside of like a crypt or a dungeon or something, checking for traps, trying to look ahead.
That almost sounds like a perception check.
Yeah, I mean, basically, remember, you guys, it's still probably about, maybe a mile off. So what I would say is, I mean, if you want to get off the horse and approach quietly, one of you or two of you, you can certainly do that. I mean, if you're approaching with your horses, you're probably not, going to be very stealthy, but
not too quiet. Right?
But you could certainly do that if you want to get off the horse and take a little time and have one or two of you approach, quietly. You certainly can do that.
Might be a good idea. Let's see.
I kind of like this. Whoever's in the chat.
I mean, because
there's such a big dungeon crawl in this adventure. I like that this adventure has been more about role playing and finding stuff. Sorry, it's been a little slow.
Who knows how? Obviously, whatever is up ahead hasn't been there terribly long because the ravens and such wouldn't still be circling. So.
Right.
You know what? Barbar could go with you. He doesn't have terrible dexterity.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
None.
Then that should be quiet.
Yeah, no, that should be really good. it's more beneficial for him to not wear armor for his rage
for
and
barbarian. Yep.
Gotcha.
yeah. So maybe Anna and Barbar will dismount and kind of go ahead just to scope things out a little bit. Scout it out.
Okay. So the two of you are gonna go down there.
Yes. And I don't know how we need to go about, rolling perception or checking as we get closer, to look out for signs of an ambush or any traps that may be lying in wait. But we would like to do that if there's a way to do so.
Hey, sweetie. Yeah, you can. Just 1 second. I'm putting you on the map and trying to get you smaller than being 6-8 miles wide.
Barbar the Titan. Hop on my shoulders, friends.
Okay. I just wanted to show you guys, have you on the map somehow. So
No, that's cool.
So yeah, you guys can do that. So why don't you guys roll, both roll a stealth check for me in the tower?
Okay.
Oh, cool, high jumper. I'm glad. All right, so you guys are approaching, and it starts to get a pretty bad stench as you get closer down here. You don't notice anything. There's not a lot of movement. You're approaching pretty quietly, and as you get down there, a little bit close towards the river, in a small dell, kind of about a mile off the road, you find the remains of a battle. So the two of you see a dozen dead soldiers that are lying on the ground. They're dressed in black surcoats, and they're bearing the emblem of a red axe. Most of them appear to have died from their battle injuries, some type of battle injuries, although some lie in small craters or jumbles of broken rock. There's abandoned and looted wagons that lie nearby, and there's a couple of broken trunks that sit on the ground by the wagons. 2 rock cairns, one large and one small, stand atop a hillside nearby. So that's what you see. So you guys are probably about, I don't know, probably 400 or 500 yards ahead of the rest of the party. Remind me, let me see, I don't know if Barbar has a background, but where are Barbar and Enna from?
Anna is from, let me pull up my, in a while.
I know.
Yeah, Barbar does not have a backstory yet.
Okay, that's all right. Well, do me a favor, Barbar, roll me a history check in the tower.
Yeah, he does have the Outlander background.
So Enna was I guess raised in the high ice, so
Yep.
up
Yeah.
north. So I'm gonna say that. So Enna, since you do come from the north, given you're up from the high ice, you recognize the red axe design as the emblem of Mirabar. So you think these are soldiers that come from Mirabar.
Which is with the delegation.
Yeah.
And do one other thing. The two of you, I don't know if you're proficient at all, but roll me an Arcana check in the tower to both Enna and Barbar.
Okay. Yeah, it's intelligence. He's a barbarian, so
Okay.
a lot of high hopes.
Okay, so nothing else to report at this point. So let me know, what you guys want to do from here. You kind of got the description of what's around there. You got your party a little bit back further.
Yeah, I think at this point we should probably get the rest of our group at least up to this point to see if maybe they notice anything that we're not quite on the up and up to notice.
Yeah, I remember Oshi saying something about
Oshi.
body of
Ushin, yep.
Ushin.
the body of the night was from Marabar, and we just saw symbols. Came across all those soldiers.
Yeah, you
with
see
that
the emblem,
symbol.
like, so you can see it on their armor. You can see this emblem of the red axe design. Yep.
But we might want to, get some of the higher intelligent folks
Yeah.
down here to have a look to see if they see anything.
Yeah, we can do that. So I'm gonna just pull the party. I'm gonna pull in Barbar off, so we just have the party. So stand by 1 sec.
Okay. Oops.
Okay, so you guys have gone back and gotten the rest of the party. So Demakos and Flurvin and Darvik are all there as well. So tell me who wants to if you guys are kind of looking around and trying to understand what's happening, whoever else has not rolled an Arcana check can roll one for me in the tower.
Man, I think I messed up my map.
Oh. All right, so Flurvin. Yartar? Oh, are you?
Yeah, I jacked up the map. I zoomed out really fast and it changed my view of the map. When I try to reopen it.
Gotcha. Let me know if you need me to do anything else. But I will tell you, so
That's
Flurvin,
good.
you definitely notice that the craters and these rock jumbles that are lying around, you can tell that these are the effects of just, some very powerful earth magic.
Do they... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and you guys, as you're looking, you don't see any, and you guys have heard about a few of the delegates. You don't see any of the delegates there, but you just see a bunch of warriors and soldiers that look like they were some type of guards.
But we're pretty sure these guards were guards for the delegation.
You have a pretty good idea based on, their emblem being from Mirabar. I mean, you're certainly not positive, but you have a pretty good idea that's, that this was where perhaps they may have encountered trouble.
I wonder why they get off the path.
Just what I was thinking. If they were headed to Summit Hall, what were they doing down here?
Right.
Well, who knows? Maybe we need to find them. Hopefully they're still alive. Find out why they...
Well, I'm guessing it was against their will.
Maybe. Or maybe they were slyly convinced. Can only speculate.
True,
That's right.
True. All right.
So, should we... Alright, 2 questions. One for our group. One semi-meta game for our slightly mad DM.
Okay.
Should we investigate the remains in detail, and or will we actually gain the...
What was that last part?
Yeah, I didn't hear the last part.
The last part was, would we gain any additional knowledge by doing so? By, if we take the time to investigate all these remains and to try and find any additional clues, will we actually find anything we don't already know? Or is it more or less a waste of time? We already know what we need to know.
You can continue to investigate.
Yeah, I think we got to check over the soldiers, but also I think you said that there were some wagons and some crates or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's that. So as you guys look through all this, it looks like it's been pretty well plundered. There's not much left in the wagons. As you guys are looking around the area, you notice this large cairn that's near the area. You can see that it contains the bodies of 5 dead bugbears. They're dressed in black leather armor, and they have a strange triangular symbol on it that we've seen before elsewhere.
It's the KOA bugbears.
Yeah.
KOA bugbears.
there's also the inverse KOA. I don't know if you remember that one from last time.
Yeah, but that's the Feathergale KOA.
Yes.
Oh, so Howling Hatred was the carrot.
Right.
The carrot, yeah.
I'm just making a couple notes.
So it almost seems like
He's making a couple notes. White party next time.
So as you're a couple more things, and then you guys can ask some questions. But as you're looking at in the small cairn, you see the body of a human woman in monk robes with a strange golden mask shaped like a snarling gargoyle face. The mask is made of gilded tin.
bunch of cheapskates, see?
Remember I said he or she.
So here's my hypothesis. It sounds like the bugbears and the monk got into a fight with the delegation soldiers, and they bury people in cairns by stacking stones on top of them. So they got a burial place, and the soldiers got left out there to rot. That's my guess.
Or maybe they were doing a witch trial to see how much stone weight they could support, and things went wrong.
Okay. Another possibility.
And then there's that. Nice.
No, I think
it.
you're probably right. I
Yeah.
mean, that sounds pretty legit.
Because how long have these bodies been here?
Well, based on what we know,
You think
it's
it was
somewhere
10 days
within
ago?
somewhere within the last 10 days. Which would be consistent with birds still
Assuming
circling,
their DM didn't
especially
screw
if,
up the timeline, but
you
that's
know,
pretty close.
body died, decomposed, take a couple days. Kind of remote.
Gonna need to get a forensics team up in here. All right. Well,
Should we search the bodies? Do they have anything in their pockets? Like, that we could...
I think we should definitely search the gold pin mask wearing female. See what she might have on her, because she's still kind of a bit of an enigma. I mean, she was at the tavern, up at Bellard, and still made her way clear down here before meeting her demise. So,
And she left a few hours before they left.
right. So she was kind of, we don't know. Maybe she was trying to help them. Maybe she was planning their doom. We don't know, but seems integral. So we should probably search her at least. Not everybody.
Okay. So you
Drag
guys,
the waters.
no, as you guys are looking over the bodies, there's really nothing of note. It looks like they've been pretty well plundered. There's really nothing of note on any of the bodies.
Can we take off her mask? Like, do we maybe recognize her?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. You take off the mask, and it just looks like a normal woman.
Nothing carved into the forehead.
Nope. But as you push back her hair, there's the number 66. No, I'm just kidding. No, there's nothing unusual.
Darvick! Get over here! All right.
demons
well,
out.
Yes. Well. Shall we
Okay.
look
Well, I think
across
we-
the river then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you guys head across, let me open this real quick. Close a few things.
We were looking extra hard this time, since last time we killed everyone, did not ask questions.
Nice.
See, we're being good this time.
Excellent. So I'm going to pull up an image. So you do get across. There is a way across the river, so you guys can certainly get across the river there. Let me pull up a map. Second.
I tell you, I still like that stone bridge image. That was pretty sweet.
I liked that. I hadn't seen that before,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
I was excited that we could show that. That was pretty neat.
I think it's pretty badass. But my question is, if the dwarves can build that, how come they can't manage guardrails?
Nice.
I was trying to see how I could make it a desktop background. That was pretty badass. I liked it.
Why is this? Hold on one sec.
Yeah, we could have used some guard.
Just a thought.
Okay, so as you guys go through the go across the river and you start you walk a little bit further, you see a trail that leads into an ever narrowing defile between bluffs of wind sculpted sandstone, and eventually the walls draw in so close that you can reach out and touch either side, but then the narrow space opens into a hidden canyon in the heart of the hills. You see a sprawling monastery with dark, narrow windows and red tile rooftops that stands in the middle of a natural amphitheater, ringed by sandstone cliffs all around. Ahead, a weathered flight of stone steps leads up to the closed monastery doors. The plain doors are made of heavy timber with iron studs. A dusty footpath circles the building. So while you kind of read that again and digest it, let me pull up a map and show you what I can for now.
Rock's
I have something to
amphitheater.
say, Red Rock.
Mark playing tonight?
And I'm going to put you guys on the map so you can see where you are. I'm going to have a lot to update on Realmworks after this. So I'm sharing the map. There's not much to show yet, but I'm sharing it with you.
That's a big map.
Yeah, so you guys can kind of see there's the big squares are 10 feet, and so there's the squares you're in are 5 feet squares.
Pretty big.
It is. Trying to get you on a square, but man, it's so big. Just missing Enna, right?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I do have everybody. Never mind. All right, so let me close a couple more windows and.
Look, like it's just gonna be a walkthrough.
There's probably not likely to be a mayor drinking vodka inside.
Not this time.
All right, and I guess it's probably around late morning, if I remember, because you guys haven't. Yeah, maybe early afternoon. We'll call it, because you guys haven't been traveling that long. So there. This is obviously a stone monastery. To give you a little bit more color, you can tell the roof is about 25 feet above the ground, and some of the walls have a little bit of masonry that's kind of crumbling. I mean, it looks like it's fairly well kept up, but at the same time, some of the masonry is crumbling a little bit. There are very narrow windows, almost like just little slits of windows that are about 10 feet above the ground outside.
Well, it says there's a footpath that goes around the building. Should we go check around the sides and the back?
It's one of those things. It's like, is it a detail for just detail, or is it a detail for observation?
Well, I'm just thinking we don't want to knock on the front doors.
Sure. Let's go check the perimeter.
Okay.
And then they say, "Why the hell are you snooping in our windows when we got a front door?"
Nice.
Well, the door was closed, in our, to our credit.
That's right. So, which way are you guys looking? Which way are you heading?
I guess it would be what? You guys want to go east? Is that towards the river? Or is that north?
I would
My
say
orientation's off.
Yeah, it's kind of I'll just say, at least from what I can tell, this area would probably be south, because I would say that you've come from the river and through this canyon right below you. So I would say that was east, and then this would be more south where I'm pointing, and then this other area, obviously towards you, would be north.
I'm just suggesting north because it's away from what we know about the the Airgale Spire and the potential negativity over that way.
North it is.
Okay. All right, so let me. You guys can kind of move your tokens, and I'll start opening it up a little bit.
Okay.
I can't move my token.
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh, you can't? Oh, man, hold on.
I'm dragging the map.
Oh, wait. You know what? It's the darn layer again. 1 second. I put you on the wrong layer. I haven't done that all night. I had to do it once.
Only customary.
It is tradition.
I love the layers, but I hate the layers, so I'm going to put you back on.
Phone Boy is beating me by 1 point. That cannot be happening.
I want those 50 yards back for
It's
Elliot.
way too early to
I
worry.
know.
Yeah, Elliot had a slow week. He still got 15.
It's okay, but not fantastic.
All right, I didn't do a very good job of putting you guys in squares, but
I'm drowning!
there you go. I'm going to lock tokens so I can prove where you're going. So let me open this up. All right, and I'll read you a little bit more color after I open this up.
Ooh, another entrance.
So the eastern portion of the monastery is in pretty poor repair. The walls are crumbling. The windows seem to have been bricked up with old masonry. And you see a small side door in the southeast portion of the building. So I always hate these maps, are so hard to. I think what they're referring to is literally these set of stairs that I just opened up. I think that's what they're referring to as the southeast, even though I said north. As they're looking at the building, I think they're referring to that as the southeast portion. So I'm going to open up a little bit more. Okay, I'll prove your moves. Yeah, I know, pesky layers, exactly. Duff and high jumper. I always do that with Trenlo's layers. I like them, but I got to use them more. You're right, to use them properly. I like it because it does help me with some of the effects that I use, but I always forget to, and I put them on the wrong layers.
I don't know if it's the size of the map or the computer. Things are moving a bit choppy.
I see it's moving kind of slow. It might just be the size because it is a big
Yeah.
map. Because everything's been running pretty well all night.
Oh yeah.
So now, guys, as I go to unmask, I have to go back to a different layer than their tokens
You
are
guys
on.
want to
So the tokens
keep
always have to be on
circling
the
around the
top layer,
building?
which is on the
I
far
just
right.
moved Barbara out here to kind of check the perimeter in case we investigated the stairs here, but we can circle the whole thing if you guys want. Doesn't matter.
Just like to get the lay of the land a little bit before we start barging in, but maybe if we go
Oh,
around
nice.
the side and there's nothing, maybe we just go in the side door.
I like the Praetor channel. I love his overlay. He's got a great overlay. It's really, really neat. You guys do a great job. So now I got to go back, open this up for him. Go back to the layer. And an owlbear jumps out.
Owlbear jumps out and snatches Barbara from the sky.
They had a fun little random encounter with an owlbear earlier. You guys may have
Tasty
missed.
dwarf.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, Duff. I'm glad you popped in, man. It's great to have you guys here.
That was a tough little foe. Not little, he was big, but that was a hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was. All right, let me open up some more. All right, stand by. Let me see if there's anything else I can read you. Okay, as you get up there, no, I'm just going to open up a little bit more and give you a little bit more color.
Okay.
Okay, so over kind of to the left where I just opened up that area, which has a little door, you can see that it's actually a lower wall. It's much lower than the rest of the perimeter, and it looks like it encloses a pretty good sized garden with a gate. So you see kind of a garden area there and a gate. And while you guys think about what you want to do, I need to look at something so you can give some thought to what you want to do and give me a minute.
Garden with a gate. I guess one question while you're still looking.
Yeah.
Is the footprint path in the dirt and dust, so to speak, is that still here, or is it? Do we still see footprint paths?
I mean, you see them kind of going all around the building. Okay.
Move just a little bit, see what's around the corner of this gated garden.
Okay. I hope they go in here. They'll get attacked by some gargoyles. It's been a fun night, but actually a pretty quiet one because it's been more of a giving them backstory and having them learn some rumors. So we haven't had a ton of combat tonight, but that'll change. Okay, let me open up some more. That'll change over the coming episodes. Okay.
A huge map.
It is.
Oops. Oop.
What do you guys think? Should we keep circling around the building? Or
Well, it looks like you found sort of the back entrance there with the garden.
yeah.
Or at least the side entrance.
So should we try and sneak in from here?
I think we should.
Well, before we do that, do we have to sneak? Like, are we?
That's right. Wouldn't want them to get bored.
Do we feel like we're unwelcomed here? Like, can we not civilized and knock on the front door?
It's the pile of dead bodies on the way here that makes me a little cautious.
As it should.
Yes.
'Cause they are not
Which is
gonna be treated
understandable, but
warmly if they.
however,
Yeah.
if these folks had nothing to do with that, it would be the yahoos creeping in the side door that causes them to kill us all. So, food for thought, a little bit, devil's advocate there.
Well, they don't know which way we came in.
Well, if we're creeping in their door, they know exactly which way we came in.
Well, I mean, we'll walk in like we belong there and, pretend. Oh, yeah, I was just taking a tour of the garden, see?
Yeah.
Going for some mead. Well,
I don't know. These guys seem sketchy at best. Because I can totally understand what you're saying. If they were, legit and we walked in their back door, they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You could have slipped through the front door,
I'm just
But-
thinking here, if someone walked in our back door, I'd probably shoot
But
them.
how
Well,
often
right,
do we
exactly.
not?
But that's because you're law-abiding citizens instead of people who skulk around in gold masks.
Well, this is also the Vale of Dancing Waters. It sounds pretty serene.
But we didn't knock when we fell down the hole. Sinkhole.
So this is
We're-
supposed to be a locked gate,
you know,
but
Well,
I'm gonna
we're
have
not.
it be unlocked
Anything underground is sketchy.
just to get them in if they want to try to sneak in the side here.
I don't know. We can creep in if you guys want.
It's just it's a gate.
You can
Right.
you can consider this Barbar talking because Demacos would just say, "Yeah, let's go right ahead."
Well-
So
Barbar, do you think there's a better way of doing this?
I think there's a big ass wooden front door we could knock on, but if you guys feel like we need to be sneaky about it,
Nice.
then I'm not going to stand in your way.
Well, I think your plan is brilliant, actually. I think you should go around to the front,
Split
knock on the
party.
front doors.
Don't split the
The rest of us
party.
will go in through the garden.
Because splitting the party will always get us somewhere.
But we already see that we found dead bodies, so why would we want to take that risk? What if the
We guys are assuming that the dead bodies have anything to do with this place.
You never know.
You're right, we don't know. And that goes both ways. That shit could have all happened on that side of the river, and over here they have no idea. Or the assholes that dwell in this place came out and did it. We don't know.
Well, I thought this was the Monastery of the Golden Mask people.
Yeah. They said masks are worn by monks of sacred stone order. They have
Yeah, but this is not exactly where that was indicated on the map. This is way further north, east of where that was indicated.
No, I thought that it was in this direction.
No, it was. I mean, Ushid, whether I misspoke or but yes, this is the area that Ushin from Summit Hall pointed you in and said that the monks had taken over this monastery. So you do believe this is the area. You haven't seen anybody yet, but you believe this is the area where the monks are.
Yeah, I think we should just go into the garden.
And we're all convinced that these monks are bad, right?
They don't seem good.
Monks did invent beer, so they can't be that bad.
Well, true, but that doesn't mean I'd vote them over for Teen Biscuits.
All right, let's break in.
And I was going to say, we're getting close to the end of the session. If you guys want to think about it, it's up to you, or we can keep going for a little bit. It's totally up to you guys.
Nope, balls to the wall. Let's go in.
All right. So we're heading into the side gate down here.
Yeah, so we'll end on a note of we're in battle, or
Okay.
I want to check for traps before I walk through the gate.
Okay. So as you're looking at the gate, it looks like it's normally, hey, Mega Witch, absolutely, you can come in and take a look. We're almost wrapping up for the night. But you notice that it looks like it's normally a locked gate, but for whatever reason, it appears that it's either somebody has forgotten, but it is unlocked. So I will open this up for you so you can kind of see what's inside here. So yeah, we're playing 5e and Princess of the Apocalypse. Okay, so as you head inside, so you see the walled garden shelters beneath the northern wall of the monastery. The garden is poorly kept, although some effort has been made to clear footpaths through the overgrowth, and a garden gate to the northeast leads outside, which is what you just came through. And you also see 3 doors open into the monastery, the southeast, south, and western side of the garden. And you see a number of statues in the garden that are particularly lifelike.
When you say particularly lifelike, are they as lifelike as that statue that we saw under the sinkhole?
No, they're different. They're kind of like hideous looking creatures, kind of strange looking creatures, all throughout this. All of these little starred areas, these statues.
Well, guys, should we check out the statues, or do you want to start looking towards going in one of the doors?
We probably should check those out.
They are.
They're lifelike. Maybe they're just life creatures is standing still doing what's it called that they're doing now?
Oh,
The mannequin. Yeah.
Mannequin challenge.
Yeah.
Now, they got stars on them, so they're probably important.
Barbar is charging ahead.
And as Barbar gets there, it's time to roll initiative.
Oh, Barbar.
Yes!
Thanks, Barbar.
Hey, you know what? It took a little too long to get to this point.
As two of these things come to life and look a little bit like this.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Or what they look like. Let's burn the bitches down.
So I use both Revlobot and Deepbot. Those are the two that I
They are
use.
pretty creepy. Gargoyles. Animate gargoyles.
Yep. So Nebula looks like she's got the highest initiative. God, these guys rolled poor initiative. I'm not happy about that.
These guys? Oh, there's 2 of them.
Maybe it's time to re-roll. Nice. So, yep. So Nebula is up. Let me give it back to her at the top. There we go.
Oh, and it looks like Enna still has Hail of Thorns on her.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and you can take that off. You can actually just click that red.
Oh yeah, that's nice that that's there. Let me do that.
Removify.
Yep.
Yes.
That works really well.
That is nice.
Yeah, I
So
like
Nebula
Deepbot,
just
but I
going
like
to move and
Revlobot.
kind of observe and just stay right there.
Wow.
Okay.
All right,
Barbar.
Barbar. I need to. Sit still. Share my screen. Okay. Barbar. Barbar the Badass, as I like to refer to him.
Nice.
Not seeing the health bars, unfortunately.
Oh no, what the heck is going on? I wonder if you guys are on an old map. Stand by 1 second.
Okay.
I don't see you on that map, so gosh.
Actually, I don't
Let's
see
do
it for
this.
any of us.
No,
I
I
see
don't
it for
either.
the gargoyles, but yeah. I see the dots for the.
That's so weird.
There it is.
I know I put you on the right, but I'm gonna do this for all of you. I just did it for you first. I know I put you guys on the right map. I hate that because I know you're on the right layer. So I'll do this while you're deciding what you want to do. I'll do the drag the rest of you on again.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and target myself and cast rage, or not cast, but activate.
Get
Rage.
really mad.
Is it safe to go ahead and attack while you're still doing that, or should I wait?
No, you're fine. You can go ahead and attack.
Okay. That gargoyle 8.
And you hit Gargoyle. What are you with your
Oh,
great axe?
nice.
Nice swing and slam into him.
Wham!
And you hit. Do me a favor and roll a nature check in the tower for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so you know enough. You actually, when you hit the great axe, it kind of clangs back at you, and you do some damage, but you don't think you damaged it very much. Yeah, I like the sound extension. It works really well.
Okay,
So
so
when they
I'm
cast
going
some
to
spells, you'll hear some
shout
more.
out to the rest of the group. This one's hardy.
So I have some of the spells that they
You might
cast.
need to
It will trigger
consider
automatic sound effects. So they'll probably do some spells next since that
perhaps some
didn't
sort of
work too well.
magical damage,
Yeah.
or not taking as much damage from my great axe as I expected. How about that?
Yeah, I think if they're made of stone, they're probably resistant to slashing attacks, but bludgeoning attacks would probably do more damage.
So here,
Bludge.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to agree. Bludgeoning would probably do good. Sonic.
Here are all the sounds that I have set up for
piercing
chat.
even would probably do pretty good.
So you'll see that in just a second.
Well, I don't know. It just depends.
I don't know. A dagger is piercing and an arrow is piercing. It might just bounce off.
That's true. Bludgeoning and. Well, I mean, Sonic is often attributed to bludgeoning, so yeah.
All right. So is Darvik up or who's is?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me.
Okay, so it's got a speed of 30. I can squeeze in there, right?
You can, but it's going to take you double movement to get. I think Demakos is here, but to get through Enna, it's going to take you 10 instead of 5.
Can I get there?
5, 10, 50, 20. Yes, you can.
He's trying to hide in the bushes.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna rush in and then hide like a coward.
All right.
Sorry, just looking at the description of Guiding Bolt.
This one should have a sound attached
Okay.
if he uses Guiding Bolt.
So
At least I think it
the
should.
next attack roll made against the target before the end of the turn has advantage. Now, does that get applied automatically? Looks like it.
I was going to say, if you have it, if it's coded correctly, which it should be, we'll take a look, but it should. All right. So you cast and you hit it with Guiding Bolt.
Footy foo. Holy shite.
And you do some nice radiant damage. You feel like that really struck him solidly and wounded him.
Bitty goo.
Move out of the
Okay.
way.
Anna?
So I move right here.
Okay.
Hit him with my longbow.
Now, are you shooting at 8?
Let me see. Yeah.
So you might want to move down. I'm going to move you right here, and that should give you a clear line of sight.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have a -2.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good, Duff. I'm glad you like it.
Barbar takes one in the ass.
And Anna, do you have any magical arrows left? Or
I have some silver.
oh, shucks, I probably won't help with it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it looks
Wait a
like
minute. Why does it do 2? Why does
because
it have
It's
advantage?
advantage.
it's advantage because I think guiding bolt. Does that apply to everyone?
Yeah, it's the next attack roll.
Oh, okay,
so-
thanks.
So you hit, and that helped. So you
Okay.
And even if it isn't a lot of damage, at least it's damage.
Yep.
so you get it, and it
Sounds
goes into
gross.
his stone/flesh, and it kind of hits in a little bit and breaks off. So it did some damage, but again, you don't think it did normal damage to him.
Okay. Alright.
All right,
And it
Flurvin.
grows.
Can I move that far?
Do you have 25 feet? I
I
can
do.
I can see a path to get 25, so that's fine.
And let's see. He's moderate right now. Let's play it safe and do a magic missile.
All right, here comes some magic missile sounds. So these magic missiles slam into him. It feels like it does full damage, and he is hurting. Demakos.
Marcos.
It's Sirenscape, so it's really all of the fantasy sound packs. So I just have them all
Why not?
different sound effects tied, but it's Sirenscape, and like I said, the fantasy sound pack.
Good hit.
And this blast of energy goes flying into the gargoyle and strikes him just below one of his horns. Yeah, Sirenscape, sorry. That's what it is. And he is at critical now. You did solid damage to him, but he's still up.
Of course he is. See something real quick. I'd like to cast Misty Step and get to there.
And that's a bonus action, right?
Yes. I just checked it off my spell slots.
Okay. Okay.
It.
So the Gargoyle 8 is going to attack who's right in front of him, our buddy Barbar. And he first tries to bite him. So he opens his nasty, nasty mouth with these horrible looking teeth. And he misses with his bite, and then he comes back with a claw as he pulls his mouth back and tries to swipe at Barbar. And he misses with his swap. Excellent.
Nothing like a drunken gargoyle.
He just realized he was facing off against another creature made of stone.
All right. And Gargoyle 2 sees Demakos appear in front of him, so he is going to try to bite him. And he hits.
Oh, does he?
And does 6 damage, and he comes back with a claw attack. And he hits, almost crits. He hits him pretty hard. And he does 1 damage. So
Demakos is going to invoke his Hellish Rebuke, which is an instantaneous reaction.
Yep, you can do that. Just make sure. Do you have him targeted the right one? Because you have to do 2 instead of 8.
Right. 8. Go.
And you throw this flame bolt right back at him, and he succeeds on his saving throw. Does that mean he takes half damage or none?
Shit, let me see. Let's see. It takes 2d10 on a failed save or half as much on a successful.
So go ahead, and if you put your damage on him and just hit the red, it should do half. Yeah, it did half. So he took a little damage, and he's a little scorched, a little worse for the wear, but he's doing all right. All right, so let me move. So that was Gargoyle 2, so we should be back at the top. It's Nebula's turn.
Nebula's just gonna stay where she's at.
Okay.
Meow.
Every time it comes on Barbar, because Rage pops up in chat, he's going to be raging.
He doesn't have much else he can do.
Sorry, we're running a little long tonight, chat. I'm just trying to finish this battle.
Alright,
I'll
I'm
cut
just
it
going to
off.
slash at him.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of other options. Probably better off just headbutting him, but Barbar turn. 8. Go.
And you swing your great axe and you miss.
Ah.
So since everyone's in chat already 15 minutes late, I'm going to give everybody 50 points. Thanks for hanging in there, anybody who's still there.
Let's see, so he's critical right now.
Yes, number 8 is critical.
Who does number 2 work for?
I don't know, do you think I
No
should
problem, Duff, no
try and cantrip him down with Sacred Flame, or should I fire another guiding bolt at him? Or should I start attacking the other guy?
Maybe start attacking the other guy.
I would say burn down if you can. The guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt?
I think so, just because it's so close with him, like he's about to go, and I just afraid of what might happen if we don't finish him off, because Barbar doesn't do much damage even if he hits. And his arrows aren't going to do much damage even if they hit.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to
I
put
know.
at least one of them down,
I hear you, Duff.
that's going to give us at
If I can
least
ever
a
help out, you can
numbers
find me on
advantage
Fantasy
on
Grounds.
Gargoyle number 2.
Happy to help you out anytime.
Well, maybe we should plan on Darvik and Flurvin taking out the first guy. Because Darvik can try a cantrip and either he'll hit or miss. But Flurvin will definitely hit with a magic missile.
Yes.
But you're right, we don't know how many points it's going to take to get him down.
Right.
Alright, I'll go ahead and do a full-on guiding bolt.
Let's see it.
Swing and a miss!
Yep, this guiding bolt wasn't guided very well.
Need more guidance.
I'm going to hit Gargoyle 8.
No problem. No problem, Duff.
Arrow.
Okay. And you hit him.
Yes.
And it sticks in his leg pretty solidly. He's still resisted damage, but you hurt him.
Alright, okay.
All right, that's it.
Come on, Flaren. Ow.
So these 3 magic missiles go slamming into this gargoyle, and he gets rocked off of his little perch there and down on the ground, dead.
Bloody marvelous.
Oh, they're going to bye-bye.
Know what the effects of poison are on stone? Anyone?
Probably not as useful as we might like. Not having, blood vessels and things.
Poison spray. But yeah, you're probably right. Oop, I need to check off my other spell
No
slot
metagaming
for
here.
Rebuke. Nope. Alright. Agonizing Blast. Here we come.
And Agonizing Blast goes flying over his head and into the All right, so he's going to stay with what's in front of him. He takes a bite at Tamakos. And he misses, and he comes back with a claw. And he hits. Oh, and he does heavy damage, 8 damage.
Ooh.
Nebula is up.
She's just gonna stay there. She doesn't want to break her teeth.
Nice. Smart.
Bubble.
Nice rage.
I was just checking off my first rage. Do I need to apply it again?
You do if well, no, actually it's still on you. So if you were just checking it off, the effect is still on you.
Alright. Damn it. Moment so. And I missed anyway.
And the great ass swing and a mix.
Is that a great ass?
Great axe. I'm getting tired, man. I'm wearing down.
Gargoyle's got a great ass.
Nice.
Bounce quarters off that thing.
Very nice.
Oh, shit.
All right, Darvin.
Yeah, I think it's time to heal up Mr. Demakos here.
Merely a flesh wound.
I cannot make it that far, can I?
Ooh, unless you got a movement of 40.
Yeah, I think you probably have either 30 or 25. I'd have to look.
Yeah, okay. Let's nix that then.
Alright, Demakos, you're gonna die.
How do I undo my movement?
So I just picked you up and moved you back, and that's all you have to do, usually.
Well, now it's doing weird things.
That's okay. I think you can get there with 30, so. You can do a little jig and come back.
Nice! Juke!
Oh, look at that move!
Okay, I think I can cast Healing Word at a distance.
I think
Cutting a rug out here.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's a bonus action, so would that mean that I could do a healing word and then a cantrip? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And how much is he hurt for? 17?
Yep, 17.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, I'll cast healing word as a level 2 spell.
Very nice.
And then we'll Sacred Flame Mr. Gargoyle.
And he fails his save. Hey, Duff, I think you have to do capital
Booty
X,
foo.
capital P.
Boom!
Nice, and you did moderate damage. You did 8 damage to him, and I think that's max you could have done.
Sweet.
Here.
All right, Anna.
Oh.
Okay. And you hit.
Yes.
Oh, and that was solid damage. He did resist it, but you did good damage to him. All right, Flurvin.
Hello?
I tried to figure out where I can move to keep from kill my only party member.
Can you do a magic bowling ball?
Gosh, I'm gonna hit Demakos right in the back of the head. All right, gonna be boring but faithful. We'll just hit the old magic missile again.
All right, let's hear it.
First, I have to stop targeting myself.
So you did 4? Is that right?
Second level spell.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, he's hurting.
Badger rolled all ones and twos.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you hit.
All right, Demakos.
Shit the bed. This. We're gonna make that a sound, right?
What's that?
Let's not shit the bed this time. We're gonna make that a sound.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. Come on, you son of a bitch. No way! Oh, god damn it.
All right, so he's going to either go after Barbar or
Demakos.
Demakos. He goes after Barbar.
Sounds like.
He bites and misses, and now he claws. And hits. And does 3 damage. Jeez. They're kind of hardy, but they don't pack a whole lot of punch.
And I think Barbar resisted some of that, didn't
Oh, he did. He did.
Yeah.
I think he probably took 1 damage because it was 3 points
Yep.
and he resisted.
A whopping 1. Alright, Barbar. Let's show him how pissed you are by chipping off a piece of his horn. Jackass.
I don't think you had him targeted.
Yeah. But I think you would have missed.
Yeah, 11 definitely would have missed.
Alright. See. Next. And then.
Hold on!
Barbecue sounds somewhat Japanese.
It happens.
Alright, son.
All right, and he succeeds on his saving throw. He's a very dexterous gargoyle.
Little bastard.
About to throw one of these urns of ogres at him. Or whatever
There you
the hell
go.
I have.
Yeah, you have that. Thanks.
All right, Anna. And she misses with her long bow.
Oh gosh.
I can just kill us now.
Yeah.
Okay, Flurvin's gonna scoot over there and try and do a Melf acid arrow at this guy.
Ooh, nice. And you hit him.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And that acid goes burning into him and puts him in critical state, so that you felt like that did very solid damage to him.
Sweet.
Oh, really?
All right, Demakos, he's critical. Put him out of his misery.
Yeah, if I can't quit fumbling all over myself. Targeted. Sounds like acid was fairly good.
And he fails his dex saving throw. And you do 4 damage to him.
But he's still alive.
Getting close.
He is, but he's like his wings are like cracked and almost falling off, and he's like stumbling around.
Oh, dying.
What just happened?
How'd that happen? I just passed the turn.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
Was
No,
it
like
dying?
it was as soon as I clicked the turn complete, it rolled.
Yeah, that was weird. It put I know where he was at, so hold on one second.
Nope,
Well,
that's
that's from the Melf's acid arrow, I think.
Oh,
Does
does
it
it
do-
last?
Does it
It
do
does 2d4 acid at the end of the. It's supposed to be at the end of the Gargoyle's turn, though.
Maybe it
Let me check that real quick.
applied too early.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder, it should have been the end of his turn. Well, look, if he would have gotten maybe one more shot in, but it would have put him down. That is weird, though. I wonder why. I'm going to have to report that as a bug. But I'll say you put him down, so he is dead. Yeah, it is ongoing damage, but it should have been the end of his turn, I think, Duff, but we'll put him down. Nicely done, guys. Let me give you XP so I don't forget. And this is
I
going to...
get some arrows, try to roll for some arrows back.
You can. So do you remember how many you shot?
Let's see, 1, 4.
Yep, that's what I thought. 4.
So go ahead and roll a d4, and you'll at least get 2 back, but if you roll a 3 or a 4, you can get that number back.
How do I?
Just drag it into the tower.
Oh, okay.
The D4 you said?
Yep. So she got a 2, so you get 2 back. You get half back.
Okay.
The other 2 broke off. These guys are so
Well, they're made of stone, so
Yeah.
that's understandable.
All right, so you guys are about 600 points away from level 4.
Wow.
2100, and so I think this is obviously a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think today was a good. I mean, sorry there wasn't that much combat, but I think it was a good role playing. Get you guys a lot of clues. So I think it was a fun. It was fun.
Great way to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the role playing was fun. I mean, I like the, it's nice when you can defeat enemies, but it's also just as much fun to ask as many questions as possible, even if it doesn't fit into the, the actual adventure. Because hey, we're keeping you on your toes.
No, you guys are. It's cool. No, it was good. It was a good one. So I'll try to update Realmworks and all that good stuff and make some notes later. I'm gonna shimmy off to bed and see you guys. Actually, Carrie and Todd and I have a meeting downtown tomorrow, so I might not see you guys until the afternoon, or I might work from home in the afternoon. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good Friday, and thanks, guys.
You too. Bye. Thank
Thanks
you.
again. Take it easy.
All right, guys. Have a
Yep.
good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Thanks again, Duff, for coming by. I'm going to wrap this up, close her down, and shut off the stream for the night. But appreciate anybody else who was in the stream tonight, and have a good rest of your evening. Oh, thanks, High Jumper. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, absolutely. Love to see you on Fridays. So thanks, guys. Have a great night. Appreciate it.